This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called J.R.'s Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas. Stay tuned. We'll see each other around.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family-friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
Good evening, everyone. We're here at Jerry Loper Field in Chandler, Arizona to watch the Brophy Broncos take on the Hamilton Huskies. For Varsity Sports Show, I'm Ryan Gaylord, and I'm here with,
Antonio Gutierrez. I'll be color commentating for you guys tonight.
and I'll be on play-by-play. And Antonio, tonight we have a really good matchup between these two teams. Brophy comes in this game 2-1, and Hamilton comes in this game 3-0, and both are coming off impressive wins last week and are hoping to keep the momentum going. I know for Brophy, they have a pretty good quarterback and good receiver duo. Can you go into more depth with that?
Yeah, that duo is pretty killer for Brophy. They got number 15 quarterback Case Vandenbosch, the Air Force commit, and he's a great dual threat quarterback. He's a great runner. He averages almost 90 rushing yards a game. He has 5 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns. So versatile on both sides right there. Son of legendary player Kyle Vandenbosch. Won a national championship with Nebraska, but his main target is obviously number 1 Devin Fitzgerald, son of Larry Fitzgerald, the Notre Dame commit, not almost averaging 90 yards per game right now, and has 4 of those 5 passing touchdowns from Van den Bosch. And I mean, when you have a father like Larry Fitzgerald, you're kind of destined for greatness.
Yeah, definitely. You could see down the with Fitzgerald, McNabb, and Vandenbosch, three former fathers that all played. They definitely have a good family lineage.
Yeah. But yeah, on the other side too, you got Hamilton. Hamilton's got a great explosive offense, and it looks like Brophy's going to receive the ball here first to start. But Hamilton's got a great explosive offense. They've scored more than 50 points in all of their games, and they're a pretty young team. They've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores on their starting offense. But the player to look out for them is number 3, their wide receiver Roy Oliver the third, excuse me, the sophomore, and he has 10 touchdowns already through 3 weeks. 10 touchdowns in 3 weeks. That's pretty incredible. So that's going to be the key to success for Brophy, trying to stop him. And if they can, they're going to look to come out of here with the W tonight.
Definitely. We should be in for a good one tonight. And Hamilton getting ready to kick. Ball's off. Picked up at the 10, returned to the 30 by number 13 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a line drive kick right there, trying to get the momentum going. And a pretty good return, getting all the way out to the 30. You'll definitely take that better than a touchback. Good start for Brophy here.
Brophy will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see how much they target all these receivers out here. They've got a big receiving core. Most of the receivers over 6 foot for Brophy. And they got a dynamic running back in Harrison Chambers, who's very good catching the ball out of the backfield.
And to start the game, they're in shotgun formation with 2 receivers on the left, 3 on the right, and 1 running back. And we have a penalty to start off. Haven't even got a play off yet, but have a penalty. We have to wait and see what that call is.
Looks like it's going against Hamilton, actually.
Believe yes, it is by Hamilton. I think it's a legal substitution.
A little bit of a confusion to start the game here, but first play of the game coming up right now.
And we have stoppage again. Officials trying to figure out what's going on as well. And it looks like they're talking in the Hamilton sideline, so it looks like we're trying to get everything situated.
But yeah, Hamilton has a great defense as well to go along with that offense. They've got 5 picks on the year already, and one of the big playmakers for them is their big defensive lineman, number 58, Derek LeBlanc Jr. He's got 3 sacks on the year and has forced 2 fumbles on his own. 3 sacks on the year. So he's definitely going to be a wrecking force there at the D tackle position.
As the official puts the ball back in play, Hamilton in the shotgun once again. Danny Bosch takes a snap, hands it off to number 6. He pulls to the left for about 4-yard gain.
Yeah, just trying to get a quick start going there for Brophy, keeping it on the ground to Harrison Chambers right there to the left side, cuts it out to the outside a little bit, gets a couple more yards, and sets up a pretty manageable second down here in around 3 or 4.
It's looking like they got that gain of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for Brophy. And once again, they come out of the huddle out of the shotgun with 2 receivers on the left, 1 running back going in motion on the right, another tight end going in motion from right to left, and Van den Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looks left, completes it to the left side, to Fitzgerald, and he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's just getting your playmakers involved right there. They set up the screen to Fitzgerald on the left side, get it to him quick, and let him work. Goes into a couple of bodies of the Huskies, but then at the end of the day, got the first down. That's all you got to do, and that's mostly their game plan. Get it to their playmakers in the open field and let them work, and that's what they did right there.
Yes, definitely. As we already just saw, Devin Fitzgerald involved in the game early, and we're expecting to see more of that throughout the game.
Yeah, Fitzgerald is he's a big receiver too. He's 6'2", 6'2", 200, committed to Notre Dame. So, I mean, to commit to Notre Dame, you got to be a great player. But he's a big frame out there, so he loves going up for those deep contested jump balls. But Donovan McNabb Jr., number 5 too, is also a great speed option here on the outside.
And Brophy in the shotgun again. And it looks like we have movement from Brophy, so it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Brophy. Yes, it's a false start, so that back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, a little bit of unfortunate timing right there. You just get the first down, a new set of downs, so it's going to be 1st and 10, but then you get that penalty. 1st and 15 is always a little bit of a hole to start into, but with a great passing offense like Brophy, it's nothing that they're not capable of here, and luckily he was on 1st down, so they have multiple tries here.
Definitely, and as we already just saw, Fitzgerald, that's one player that I would look for if it's a pass play, possibly getting the target here, but we'll have to wait and see. And Brophy breaks the huddle once again in the shotgun. Tight end going in motion from left to right. Vandenbosch takes the snaps, hands it off to the running back, and he gets about a 3-yard gain, we'll call it.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of a reset play there for the Broncos, getting the ball back up the middle, but I mean, you run into the big defender right there in Derek LeBlanc Jr., the DN, number 58. Talked about him a little bit earlier, but he's just a good presence up there at the line of scrimmage for the Hamilton Huskies. It's hard to run through them, hard to run around them, but we'll see how they handle that the rest of the game here.
Yes, it looks like this might be, well, it's only early in the game, but we're a game where Brophy might have to get the offense going through the air. But we'll have to wait and see. Once again, the shotgun, Vandenbosch takes a snap, scrambles goes right to left, and he's dropped about a 6-yard gain, so should be about 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's Vandenbosch showing off his legs right there. I spoke a little bit in the pregame that he's a great runner, great dual threat quarterback right there, and just a pure athlete, honestly. He can get out of the pocket fast, and that one looked like a little bit maybe of a design run. It looked like he took that pretty quickly and, I mean, used that big frame of his to bounce off a contact and get pretty close to set up a very manageable 3rd down here.
So it'll be 3rd and 2 from Brophy's 48-yard line. Vandenbosch calling out, trying to get the defense to jump, but Hamilton stayed patient.
Big 3rd down here at midfield.
And we have a flag on the field. And we'll have to await that call.
Looks like Brophy actually got a timeout right in before the delay of game was called, but
yes, picking up the flag, and it looks like a timeout was in charge to Brophy, their first of the half.
Yeah, so far into this game, not a bad start. 8:33 left here in this first quarter. Not a bad start for Brophy. They got 1 first down, and they've gone 13 yards on this set right here, starting a little bit behind the sticks on 1st and 15. But Vandenbosch has been good so far, being able to use his legs. The Air Force commit, he's got to keep using his legs to keep this Hamilton defense on their toes. Hamilton defense that's pretty stagnant. They've held all their opponents to less than 20 points. So it's going to be a challenge for Brophy, but their weapons they can definitely use them to get past it.
Definitely. Should be interesting if Brophy does not get this 3rd down and they stay manageable close if they decide to go for it on 4th down. But obviously they're trying to get it on 3rd down, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here.
Yeah, at an interesting spot on the field right here, right past midfield. You're in enemy territory at the 48, so definitely would be a choice here.
And Brophy's back in the shotgun. Vandenbosch hands it off to the running back, and he looks like he got it.
Wow.
Looks like he got an extra push there. So, yes, he definitely got it now with that extra push.
I think he got rolled on top of another defender and got that first down, but end of the day, got the first down. It would have been close after first contact, but Harrison Chambers, the running back, he's a dog back there. 5'7", 180. He's a big dude. Can run people over, run through people, and just fought through the contact right there and got the first down, giving them a new set of downs and not even having to worry about a fourth down.
Yeah, so it'll be first down and 10 for Brophy on Hamilton's 43-yard line. And Vandenbosch takes a snap, throws it to the right side, batted off the hands of number 13 for Hamilton, but goes incomplete.
Yeah, number 13, Connor Strand there for Hamilton. Almost got the pick right there. Bounced off his hands a little bit, but looked like Vandenbosch was trying to find McNabb, the wide receiver, out wide. And they actually went empty set back in the backfield right there. Nobody, 5 out wide. And looked like a little bit of confusion for the Hamilton defense as they were pretty spread out, but great play by Connor Strand to break that one up and bring up second down.
Yes, Vandenbosch kind of got away with the little one there because hit the hands of the defender and luckily just went incomplete for Brophy. As Brophy's in the shotgun once again. Vandenbosch takes a snap, throws it to the left, complete to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's up the field, and it looks like he's got enough for another first down for the Broncos.
And I mean, we've already seen this play. That's 2 catches for Fitzgerald on 2 screens right there. They're just getting him the ball behind the backfield and letting him use his speed and agility to just make plays happen. And we haven't seen seen them take any deep threats to Fitzgerald or anybody else like that. They're really just letting their playmakers work in the open field, and it's been working so far 5 minutes into this game.
Yes, definitely Fitzgerald is earning his yards after the catch so far. And once again, Brophy breaks out of the huddle on the shotgun. Vandenbosch takes a snap, looks to the right side, completes it to Fitzgerald again as he jukes out a defender. He's going to the 10. He's at the 10, and he's pushed out about the 9-yard line for another first down for the Broncos.
Oh my goodness, what a play. I mean, a little bit of botch coverage there from the Hamilton Huskies as Fitzgerald was pretty much no one within 5 yards of him, but once he makes the catch, I don't know how many times I can say it, open field tackling is the hardest thing to do against this guy. I mean, made 3 men miss right there.
And Brophy goes no huddle, and they go quick and give it off to the running back, Harrison Chambers, once again. He gets about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, I love that tempo there for Brophy. You get them on their heels like that. You're in the red zone. You don't have to go for the big shot touchdown right there. Hand it off to Chambers. Let him get some more yards up the middle on maybe a tired Hamilton defense after giving up a big play. They got to rush to the line, and they got a pretty easy 5 yards just going up the gut right there. 3 yards, excuse me.
Yes, definitely where they want to, you see Brophy mixing it up. Don't want to be one-dimensional, so they want to mix in that run and pass.
But a big key right here is probably the tight end, number 89, Brady Powell, 6'4", 216, sophomore for the Broncos. He's a big target here in the red zone, and he's lined up on the left side of the line right here. We'll see what they try to do with him. But
Vandenbosch takes the snap, hands it off to Chambers. Chambers just dropped.
And that's Casey Allen Jr. getting in the backfield, coming out from his corner position. I mean, he was just on a screamer right there. Not sure if it was a corner blitz or if he just recognized that quickly, but he got out from the outside and tackled him in the backfield. This is a great play there from number 9.
So it was a 3-yard loss for the Broncos as it would be 3rd and 10. And we'll have to see what they can do, but they'll be looking to try to get this ball, probably, if I had to guess, to Devin Fitzgerald, but we'll have to wait and see what the play call is and where this goes.
This is a long 3rd and goal right here. It's pretty crucial. Obviously, it seems like they're going to go in the air, but yeah, they motion out Chambers here.
Vandenbosch takes a snap, looking, rolls to the right, still looking, running now to about the 5-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 5 for the Broncos coming up.
And I mean, we'll see if they send their field goal unit on or what they're feeling here, but it looks like a 4th and fairly long here for a 4th and goal. And it looks like
they're going to be kicking the field goal. And it is up and good. That gives the Broncos a 3-0 lead on their first possession after their first possession.
Yeah, I mean, a great first possession for the Broncos right there. They take a ton of time off the clock. Only 5 minutes left here in this first quarter. But obviously a great possession from Hamilton too as well. You give up a couple explosive plays and you bend, but you don't break. You only give up 3 points in the red zone. And those are 3 very great plays on 1st and goal. They held them to obviously not a touchdown and got a tackle in the backfield and everything like that. So good start for both teams here. And we'll see how Hamilton's explosive offense comes out.
Yes, for Hamilton, Probably wouldn't have won and allowed any points, but not the worst case for them as they only allowed 3 opposed to the 6. So now they can go on, see what they do on their drive, but if they get a touchdown, they have the lead. So their defense definitely stood up there on that last possession for Brophy. And as both teams line up for the kickoff, Ryder Hampton ready to kick it off. And he kicks it away. And it goes into the end zone for a touchbacks.
This Hamilton offense coming onto the field, we got to highlight their quarterback, sophomore Jack Scully. Already has 15 passing touchdowns. I mean, 10 of those have been to Roy Oliver the third. So I mean, 15 through 3 weeks is not. I mean, it's not too shabby, I would say. But 928 passing yards, almost at 1,000 already as well. He's just a great gunslinger in the pocket and calm under pressure, especially for a sophomore. He's calm under pressure, calm in the pocket, and he really showed that last week against Castile.
And Hamilton comes out of the huddle in the shotgun. Scully takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws it up, and it's over his intended receiver, number 3, Roy Oliver.
I mean, you see it right there. They're trying to take a shot on the first play, and it looks like they had one-on-one coverage and no safety help over the top right there on Roy Oliver the third. And he got a little bit of separation, just a little bit too deep from Scully right there. But I mean, you can already tell their game plan coming off the bat right there.
Yes, it looks like they're obviously trying to get Oliver involved early and often in this game. So we'll have to see how the rest plays out. And takes a snap, pump fakes left, rolling left, throws it up again, and just over the head of Oliver once again.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting play right there. It looked like Scully was trying to go to the screen pass to running back Jacob Brown, number 2, but it was covered greatly by number 53 for Brophy. Aiden Ashore. And so he makes a great play to Scully. Pump fakes, tries to go deep to Oliver again. I mean, just great coverage so far from the Broncos on Oliver.
Yes, and with those 2 incompletions, it'll be now 3rd and 10 for the Huskies offense on their own 20-yard line. Once again, Hamilton in the shotgun formation. Scully takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws it up the middle of the field, and it is complete. Wow, what a catch by number 84, Billy Davis of Hamilton.
I mean, you can't. That was a great catch right there by Billy Davis, the junior. I mean, full extension, ball's taking him away, and he gets it and gets another first down for Hamilton.
And it looks like Hamilton's trying to go into a huddle, but the head referee is stopping the play. So we got an injured player on the field. So injured player, timeout for an injury.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of Deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas.
And we are back as we resume play, and snap is underway, and off to number 21 for Hamilton. And it looks like he's gonna get the first down.
Yeah, look, got out to Skylar Cole, the other running back. They have run a little bit of a 2-set, and just on the screen pass, got some open field in front of him, moves the sticks once again.
Hamilton going no huddle, handoff to number 2, and he's got about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Jacob Brown, the senior right there, got the was designed for the screen pass earlier, wasn't able to get it, but handed off to him right there. Great player, has a couple offers coming on his table.
And it looks like Hamilton's going no huddle, trying to catch the Broncos defense, and it worked as the number 3, Roy Oliver, get a completed catch for another Huskies first down.
I mean, there he is right there. Roy Oliver is the key to success for Hamilton. They find him more than anybody else on the field. They just get it in his hands and he makes him work. I mean, he just shimmied down that sideline right there and got 15 extra yards out of nowhere.
And once again, Hamilton going no huddle, trying to keep their momentum going. Scully gets the snap, and he drops off to Oliver again, and the Broncos defense limits him to about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, great gang tackling right there. First one to be there, number 21, Deshaun Karine right there. Just a great tackle on Oliver, who's a little bit elusive in the open field, I should say. But great to get there, and the gang got there to tackle him.
And it looks like we have an official's timeout on the field.
Looks like a little bit of substitution here for Brophy.
Get a reset on the play clock, and ball's put back in play. Hamilton in the shotgun formation again, with the tight end going from left, and it's completed to number 85. Dean Thompson.
Yeah, Hamilton has not. They took those first 2 big shots to Oliver to start their possession, but after that, they've just been dinking and dunking and making it work in the open field. Find Thompson right there for a couple yards and sets up. I mean, got another first down, I should say.
And once again, Hamilton going no huddle, setting 2 receivers right to left in motion. And Scully takes a snap. He's rolling right, looking, completes it to number 2, and he's dropped immediately by number 9 of Brophy.
Great play by Ryder Noche right there, getting out to the open field and getting up to Jacob Brown, who's a big dude. He's 5'11", 210, big beefy dude, and you get up to him and tackle him by the legs in the open field and don't give him any yards to work with.
It was no gain for Hamilton, as now it'll be 2nd down and 10. And once again, Huskies in the shotgun formation. Quarterback Scully takes a snap, throws it immediately to the right side, and it is caught by number 81 of Hamilton.
Yeah, Roman Oliver, the freshman, number 81. We got 2 Olivers on the field for Hamilton, Roy and Roman, 2 very good wide receivers for Hamilton. They've got a very dynamic core out there.
And this will bring up a 3rd and 6 for Hamilton, as they will have to see if they get the first down or what happens from there. But they're worried about this play right now, and they're in the shotgun once again. Scully takes a snap, looking, throws it to the left side, and it looks like it's caught.
Looks like they might be marked just short, but I mean, that's still a great play from Hamilton and Oliver to get that. I mean, that's a tough ball to get right over the middle, catches it and drops to the floor. It looks like they're going to be 4th and around 1 right here, and it looks like they might stay on the field.
Yes, call it 4th and about 1, and yes, Hamilton will be going for it. And it takes a snap. Scully takes it at the number 2, the running back, and he's got it. He's in the end zone for a touchdown for the Huskies.
Wow, what a run from number 2, Jacob Brown, right there on a crucial 4th down. 4th and short, so you can't rule out the run. Obviously, they hand it off, go right up the gut, and Jacob Brown just did the rest. Oh my goodness, lowered his shoulder and got into the end zone. I mean, just a great play by Brown right there.
Yes, definitely. He definitely powered his way into the end zone on that run. And Hamilton attempting the extra point. A bad snap. Snap could be handled, and it's going to be stopped. So the score will stay 6-3.
And I mean, other than that, that was a great drive for Hamilton right there. I mean, you get great response drive, and the gamble pays off on 4th down, 4th and short in red zone territory. You can tie the game up, but they go for it instead and get a great touchdown. But I mean, a little bit of a break there for Brophy as that extra point doesn't convert, and now it's only still a field goal game.
Yes, that's definitely helpful for the Broncos, as now if they go down the field and take another field goal, they're at least tied and not trailing by 1. So that could come to play and factor later in the game. We will have to wait and see. As the score is Hamilton 6, Brophy 3, with 1 minute 18 seconds left remaining in the first quarter.
I mean, 2 very great drives from both offenses right there. I mean, this is probably going to be a shootout right here. I mean, they were both long drives, both teams have only had 1 drive and there's only a minute left in the first quarter. But they're going to be long drives, but they're going to be scoring drives most of the time. 2 very explosive offenses going against each other.
As Hamilton's ready to kick off from number 40, Preston Olson. He kicks it away, going back, and it will be in the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos will start on their own 20-yard line.
And for the Broncos right here, you got to you want to replicate what you did last drive. I mean, you had a great drive, got all the way into the red zone, just was not able to convert inside the 10, which is always hard to do. Not much room to work with. But the way they got there was very, very methodical. Hand it off, throw screen passes, get anything that's working, dink and dunk all the way you're there. And we'll see how they attack it here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. From the first drive, I would definitely highlight Devin Fitzgerald as someone that's probably going to be involved in this drive as well. As the Broncos come out of the huddle in the shotgun formation, Van den Bosch takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, and he gets about a 2-yard gain.
And I've said his name multiple times already, but there was number 58, Derek LeBlanc Jr., getting in the backfield just instantly and wrapping up Chambers. I mean, Chambers didn't have much of a choice right there but to get tackled. Chambers already elusive on his own, but it's hard when someone's already wrapping you up when you're getting the handoff.
And the Broncos come out of the huddle and their familiar shotgun, and Van den Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looking, goes to the middle of the field, and is complete to Devin Fitzgerald once again for another reception.
Yeah, I mean, Fitzgerald, it looks like Hamilton's playing a little bit of a zone coverage right here, and Fitzgerald is just using he has a great football IQ right now. He's using that IQ and just getting in within all the seams of the zones, and he's has around 5 yards of separation every time he gets throwing the ball. So we'll see if Hamilton tries to change it up a little bit, but they're playing a little bit of a soft zone coverage, and they're finding their receivers pretty easily here.
And on that reception, Brophy does pick up a first down. It would be first and 10 from their own 22-yard line. And they're in the shotgun once again. Might let the clock run out as it's ticking down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that will be the conclusion of the first quarter.
A great first quarter for both teams right here. Right now, Devin Fitzgerald has really taken over this game. Already has 4 receptions for over 40 yards. So, I mean, it's just been fun to watch.
Definitely. You can tell from the start of the game, Brophy wants to get Fitzgerald involved.
Go to sideline.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dickmans reporting for Varsity Sports Show, and I'm here live at Hamilton. The score is currently 6-3 for Hamilton Huskies, and Brophy scored a field goal after they couldn't get the touchdown, and Hamilton scored a touchdown, but they couldn't get the extra point in as they lost the ball on to trying to kick it into the field. So please stay tuned for what this game is going to bring next. Jasmine Dickmans reporting for Varsity Sports Show.
And we are back. Start of the second quarter. Brophy's ball as they're first and 10 on their own 32-yard line. And they come out of the huddle and shotgun. Fitzgerald going from right to left into the motion, and Van den Bosch keeps it himself, and he gets about a 3-yard gain.
You know, the design quarterback run right there for Van den Bosch. Fakes the jet sweep to Fitzgerald, gets it back up the middle. Great movement on first down.
Definitely. And it looks like Brophy's going a little, trying to go match Hamilton with no huddle. As Van den Bosch tries to get the defensive jump, but Hamilton stays patient and disciplined. Van den Bosch waiting, takes a snap, immediately throws it out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets a breaks a tackle. He's up the field to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and he's in for a touchdown for the Broncos. Wow.
Oh my goodness, what a play by Devin Fitzgerald. Just pure athleticism on display right there. Catches the slant over the middle and spins it back out for the touchdown. He goes 65 yards down the field after breaking a tackle, spinning out of that, and gets it all the way to, that was just blazing speed going down the sideline. I mean, I thought there was a safety running the pursuit angle at him completely, and he just straight burnt him down the sideline. That was fun to watch. That was track speed right there.
For our viewers that want to know what's yards after catch, that was a lot of yards after catch by Fitzgerald right there. Still, great throw by Vandenbosch, but Fitzgerald did a lot of the work there.
I mean, that play was very much designed for Fitzgerald right there. I mean, that was a quick slant, get him over the middle, and I mean, I don't think anyone was expecting him to spin back to the outside towards the sideline and get free like that, but he did.
As the extra point is about to be attempted, we have a flag on the play, so we'll have to wait and see what this penalty is.
A lot of confusion here with some extra points going on tonight.
And it looks like it's a false start against Brophy, so that'll back them up and make this extra point a little bit more difficult, a little longer.
There might be a curse on extra points tonight. You got a botched snap on the first one, false start on this one.
And Brophy out, attempting the extra point. It will be Jack Carson, number 85. And snaps clean and is up, and it's good. So we now have a 10-6 score by a lead of Brophy 10 and Hamilton 6.
And I mean, that extra point is going to come back to bite Hamilton, it feels like, throughout the whole game. Because, I mean, 7 and 6, 6 and 7 are different scores. So, I mean, 4 and 3, that's the difference of possession right there. So, definitely something to watch for the rest of this game. But another great drive from Brophy. I mean, they're getting into their playmakers' hands, it's letting them work, and that's all you got to really do.
And we will send it down for a report from the sideline.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dickmans reporting for Varsity Sports Show. Just as we got into the second quarter, number 1 Devin Fitzgerald run a 64-yard touchdown, and the Broncos got an extra point out of it. So that brings the score to 6-10. Bring it over to you guys.
And as the kickoff went, and we have another touchback, so it will be Hamilton's ball on their own 20-yard line to start this possession.
Yeah, we'll see if Hamilton tries to take as many shots as they did last time. I mean, when you have an explosive play like that happen against you on defense, you always want to try to answer it right back. But their way of success was also just taking it slow and having multiple plays. But I mean, we saw how they had their first play. They tried to take a 70-yard bomb right off the top to Roy Oliver. So we'll see what they do here.
Definitely. I would look for how Fitzgerald is getting involved for Brophy. I would look for Oliver to be involved the same way for Hamilton. As the Huskies come out of this huddle in the shotgun, quarterback takes a snap, hands it off the running back, and he looks like he'll be just short, but about a gain of 9 on the carry.
I mean, Jacob Brown, the running back for Hamilton, is having a great game so far. He's just running that ball right up the gut, making the first man miss, and just getting into the secondary. I mean, a safety on a big running back like that is always a hard tackle to make, but Brophy's been making them so far, so they'll have to keep it up.
And Hamilton goes no huddle once again. Scully hands it off to Brown. Brown looks, and he goes to the left, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down for the Huskies.
I mean, great ball carrier vision right there from Brown. A little bit Le'Veon Bell-esque. Takes it out to the left side, lets his block set, and just finds the hole and gets that first down.
And it is a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies. I think they're on huddle. Snap to Scully. Scully hands it off to Brown again. Brown gets up the field, and it looks like he's got another first down.
He might get the Gatorade symbol next to him soon. They're pounding the rock with him right now, getting it up the middle, getting it to the outside. Whatever it is, they're getting it in Jacob Brown's hands.
Hamilton's definitely trying to catch Brophy off guard as they're going no huddle. And once again, another handoff to Brown as he's up the middle, and it looks like he's about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, they are really running this no huddle right here, and it looks like Brown's gonna have to come off. I mean, you cannot blame him. 4 straight runs for over 30 yards right there.
Yeah.
That's a great. Can't blame him for that. And it looks like there's gonna be a timeout from.
And
Brophy
we have,
here.
yes, timeout, second timeout charge to Brophy of the first half.
But I mean, that's a great answer for Hamilton coming out of the gate like that. You got, 4 plays, and you already got 2 first downs, and you're at the 49, of the other team. So great answer to them, and we'll see how they continue this drive. We'll see if they keep it in the running back's hands or if they try to air it out here. I mean, this could set up a great play action right here for Hamilton against that Brophy defense. We'll see if Brophy tries to load the box up front, and try to stop the run. We'll see how they play it.
Yeah, definitely. So far, the run the rush attempts on this drive has definitely been working for Hamilton. So we'll see if after this timeout, if they stick with that or they decide to mix it up with pass play.
But the safeties for Brophy have been playing great all day. They've been making their open field tackles, which is all you can really ask of them right now. Their their coverage has been good. They haven't given up anything deep. So this is the run game right now is Hamilton's best weapon.
And we come back from the timeout. It will be 2nd and 3 for Hamilton on Brophy's 49-yard line. Shotgun formation. Scully takes a snap. Looks like he bobbles it, but hands it off to his running back, number 21. And he's able to get close, and it looks like
They're going to go hurry up again here.
looks like he got another first down.
Yeah, the Hamilton Huskies are loving the hurry up offense right now. They're trying to go fast, and it's been working so far.
And Scully takes a snap, throws it to the right side, number 81. And he gets it up the field, gets it, and got about 7 yards. Gained 7 yards on that catch.
Yeah, found the freshman Roman Oliver again for the second time tonight on another quick screen pass. And looks like they'll slow it down a little bit right here. But 2 back-to-back great plays.
And it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Huskies as they're going no huddle once again. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, Jacob Brown. And Brown looks like he's just short of a first down.
And a great play by the Broncos to put their feet in the ground and stop the run there on 2nd down. Brings up another 3rd and 3. Great play there by number 44, John Michael, for the Broncos, getting out to that edge and setting it and getting Brown to the ground.
And it will be 3rd and 2 for Hamilton as Scully, the quarterback, trying to get Brophy to jump off sides, but Brophy staying disciplined, looking back at the sideline, looking for the play call.
They have a heavy box right now. They have 7 in the box. They're trying to stop this run right now.
Scully takes a snap, throws it up in the air, and it is complete incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 5, Montana Duncan of Hamilton.
And I mean, there's the riskier run if you're Brophy right there. You have 7 men in the box. You have 4 men in coverage, so that's one-on-ones all across the board. And Montana Duncan got a good amount of separation right there, and it wasn't a terrible ball from Scully. I mean, that's a hard catch for anyone to make. It's a little bit of over the shoulder, off your back shoulder right there. I mean, that's a hard catch, but hits the hands of Duncan, just wasn't able to bring the catch, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down again.
And on a 4th and 2, Hamilton's offense stays out on the field. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to the running back, Brown. Brown gets enough for another first down for the Huskies to reset the chains.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right up the gut again with Jacob Brown. I mean, he's a workhorse back there right now.
And Hamilton going once again with their familiar no huddle. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to Brown again. He's up the middle for about 4-yard gain, and he's brought down.
And there it is from Brophy. There's the adjustment they made right there. They pinched that middle of the D line right there a little bit and stopped. They loaded the middle of the line right there. So when they tried to run to the middle, Brown had nowhere to go, really. And once he got hit once, the rest of the Broncos herded towards him and got the tackle.
Yes, so it's a 3-yard gain for Hamilton, and it looks like they didn't necessarily go super fast this play as Scully takes a snap, looking right, and it is incomplete.
What a play from the safety. Number 0, James Pike right there. Covering the man in motion, number 81, Roman Oliver, again, the freshman. But, I mean, just a great play, full extension to get a hand in there and deflect that ball. And it brings up a 3rd and 7, 3rd and fairly long, something Hamilton has not had to face so far tonight.
And it looks like the Hamilton offense is slowing their momentum down a little bit as it'll be a 3rd and 7 on Brophy's 27-yard line. And the shotgun formation. Scully takes a snap, looking left, and he throws and is complete to number 3 for the Huskies for another first down.
Wow, what a great play there from Oliver. I mean, he had one-on-one coverage against number 21, Deshaun Karine, right there at the top of the screen, at the top of your screen, and he takes the slant up into the middle and takes a bellowing hit over the middle. I mean, hangs onto that ball and moves the chains.
Yes, definitely a great catch by Oliver as the Huskies take a snap, looking to the left side, and it looks like it is caught for a touchdown. Roy Oliver for Hamilton.
Oh my goodness, what a catch. I mean, I don't know if I can say his name enough, but Oliver is just such a great wide receiver out there on the outside. I mean, had one-on-one coverage again with no safety help, so that means that's a fade ball 9 times out of 10 to him. This guy can get up there, and he does that time, and just makes a fantastic catch over the defender and stays in bounds. 12-10. It looks like they might try to go for two and get that extra point back.
And it looks like, yes, the offense is staying on the field for a 2-point attempt to try to get 2 points.
Yeah, with that missed extra point or that botched extra point earlier, they really want to get those points back, and we'll see if they can get it here.
As Hamilton's in the shotgun, a receiver going from left to right. Scully takes the snap, hands it off to his running back 21, and he's in the end zone for a successful 2-point try.
And I mean, that was kind of easy there for Skylar Cole. Great block set up by the Huskies O-line right there. And when you're on the two, it's hard to stop this Huskies team from running it in. They're just a powerful force up front right now.
And with that 2-point conversion, it'll make up for that mixed extra point as Hamilton now has a 14-10 lead in the second quarter with 7 minutes, 56 seconds remaining left in the first half.
And that was a great drive from Hamilton as well. I mean, finding your playmakers all over the field and just finding Oliver in the end zone. Just the one-on-one coverage is very, very favorable for Hamilton right now. The one-on-one coverage with no safety help because he's a big dude. He can go over anybody, jump over anybody, and he did right there.
And like you said before, the way this first half is playing out, it looks like we could be in for a shootout with two high-powered offenses just rolling right now.
I mean, 2 drives for both teams, and they both scored on both drives so far.
As we wait for the kickoff, we have a stoppage in play from the officials. And it looks like Hamilton is figuring out what they want on this. And it looks like they call a timeout. So it looks like they're trying to figure out what formation they want on this kickoff. And we will take a quick break.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
And we are back as Hamilton is awaiting the kickoff. And the ball's up, traveling to the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Broncos will start 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
And I mean, if you're Brophy right now, you don't really got to change anything, honestly, on the offensive side. It's been great for you so far. Obviously, you weren't able to get in the end zone that first drive, but you still got to inside the 10. So your offense is firing on all cylinders. Obviously, Devin Fitzgerald just been dynamic so far tonight. I mean, no answer for him at all. I mean, he's got his dad's in presence right here. Larry Fitzgerald is here at the field, so I mean, trying to play good in front of Pops, one of the best receivers of all time. So trying to follow in his footsteps, and he's doing pretty good job right now tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that as he's had a great game up in his first half so far. And I would expect on this offensive possession more targets coming his way as Brophy is in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to the running back, number 6, and he's stopped for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, hand it off to Harrison Chambers right there out to the left side. I mean, he's gotten positive yards almost every time he's carried the ball. I mean, there's people in his face in the backfield, and he just makes a man miss and gets at least back to the line of scrimmage, if not more, keeping the drive moving little by little.
So it looks like they gave him 1 yard on that carry, so it would be second down, 9 yards to go on their Brophy's 21-yard line. As they break out of the huddle in the shotgun formation again, 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, running back. Vandenbosch Bosch takes a snap, looking, and he fumbled the balls out, and it is recovered by the Huskies, and that's recovered by number 10, Justin Voigt.
Yeah, wow, just a great play from the Hamilton D-line right there. Justin Voigt, the one to hop on it, and I mean, just a great play. And I mean, I think you guys can guess who I'm going to say got the forced fumble right there. Number 58, Derek LeBlanc Jr., his 3rd forced fumble of the year, and I mean, could not come at a better time or position for Hamilton as they are going to start in the red zone of the Broncos.
Yes, definitely something Brophy wasn't hoping for on their second play of the drive. So now their defense will have to stand tall and do what they can to, at the very minimal, at least just allow the field goal.
And it looks like they're going to give a little bit of safety shade over there on the top on Oliver, trying to just minimize him as much as possible.
And Scully takes a snap, throws it in the middle of the field, complete. Wow, what a catch. Takes a hit, but also hangs on to the catch by number 5, Montana Duncan.
I mean, there's the danger you go into right there. You have to shade the city. They were playing one safety up top, and he was shaded over to the top of the field to help with Oliver, and then Montana Duncan just runs over the middle of the field and was pretty open, but takes a lick right there and holds onto the ball, but sets up a 1st and goal.
Definitely an impressive catch by Duncan on that play. And Scully takes the snap, hands it off to Jacob Brown, and Brown is in the end zone for another Huskies touchdown.
And wow, that was just a quick, fast change of momentum for Hamilton right there. Brown in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And I mean, he's on the 3-yard line right there. He's been so explosive so far tonight. That was kind of obvious there for Hamilton to run the ball. And I mean, they get the touchdown.
And with that touchdown, score is now Hamilton 20, Brophy 10, as the Huskies will be attempting their extra point. And the snap's good. Up, kick is good. So the score now is Hamilton 21, Brophy 10. In the second quarter was 6 minutes, 43 seconds left in the quarter.
And I mean, just an unfortunate change of momentum right there for the Brophy Broncos. You have your first non-scoring drive of the game, your first turnover, obviously. We'll see how they bounce back here, but it's got to be a quick bounce back here as the Hamilton offense has been firing on all cylinders by every meaning of the phrase right there.
Yes, definitely where Brophy did not want to give Hamilton the short end of the field, because we saw what Hamilton can do with the full-length field, and now with the short end, it makes it that much easier for him. So Brophy's going to have to protect the ball in this possession and throughout the game, but especially on this possession to stay in the game.
Yeah, Brophy got the ball to start here. There still is a little bit over 6.5 minutes left here in this first half, but Brophy did get the ball at the start, so Hamilton will get the ball to start the second half. So you got to think that Brophy's going to look for a touchdown here again.
Yes.
Of course, but they're always looking for a touchdown, but obviously it's bigger right here.
And we have the kickoff, and it's a short kick, and
oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. It looks, and Hamilton has recovered, but we do have a penalty flag on the play. So we'll have to wait and see what this flag is. But wow, that's a executed play if it's upheld. And it's looking like it's going to be going against Hamilton.
That is insane.
As the officials are huddling up to figure out what they're going to call.
It looks like it's still going to be Brophy ball here, but I mean.
Wow.
You can't state how good of a kick that was from number 40, Preston Olson. I mean, a perfect onside moon ball to the right, to the close side of the field, and landed perfectly in the hands of number 23, Keaton Fields. I mean, great little toe tap catch right there. We'll see if they end up with the ball, but I mean, a little bit of a gutsy call for them, and it looks like Brophy actually will have the ball.
And yes, it will be a penalty against Hamilton, as Brophy will retain possession of the ball.
Hey, but I still have to give another shout out to number 40, Preston Olson. I mean, that was a great kick. Caught Brophy a little bit off guard. I mean, caught me off guard. I almost did not see that, but a little bit unfortunate for Hamilton. I mean, they used their trick play. I mean, their best trick play, and it doesn't count for them. That would have been a huge momentum shift for an already soaring Hamilton team. But now, hopefully, this can kickstart the Brophy. I mean, their offense doesn't even get any kickstarting, but it's going to give them a great start of field position, too.
With that penalty, it'll move the ball up for the Broncos, as now they'll start at about the 42-yard line on Hamilton's 42-yard line. So something that Hamilton, if executed for them, would have went well, but it definitely now helps Brophy as they're in good field position to start this possession. And Brophy breaks out of the huddle. Receiver going from left to right. Vanden Bosch takes a snap, drops it off to number 9. He's up the field, and he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, finding Ryder Noche out there in the backfield for a little bit of a swing pass. And I mean, that kid is quick. He just got through the backfield into the secondary in a blink of an eye. Got a first down. I mean, great first play for the Broncos right here. And honestly, I'll be looking for them to try to target here, number 5, Donovan McNabb. A very dynamic receiver, 6 foot, 160, the junior. And I mean, he's very fun to watch, and we'll see he's going to be in the slot here on the bottom of your screen.
As the Broncos in the shotgun again. And Vandy Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looking left, looking, throws it up in the air, and no one in the area as we have a miscommunication between him and his receivers.
Yeah, it looked like, I want to say, number 9, Ryder Noche, who just had that great play earlier, him and McNabb, who I just mentioned, would look like they were running a little bit of the same route, 2 little bit of post routes over the middle, and maybe Noche was a little maybe designed to go out to the outside right there, but a little bit of miscommunication, and there's a flag on the field. Very oddly timed flag.
Yes, we have a flag thrown, and we'll have to await what the call is.
It looks like Brophy's going to be moving back.
Looks like it is on Brophy. And it's an intentional grounding, so that's a tough penalty, as not only is it a loss of yards, it's a loss of down penalty.
Yeah, that miscommunication, I mean, that's very costly now because it goes from just an incomplete pass to a big loss on intentional grounding.
As it will now be a second and long for the Broncos.
Yeah, second and around 20, I would say, 15, 20.
Second and 19. So, yes, that penalty definitely does not help the Broncos and puts them in a tougher situation as the ball snapped. Van den Bosch takes a snap, going right, looking, and looks for Fitzgerald, but in and out of his hands is incomplete. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you saw Van den Bosch look back to his left right there. They looked like they were trying to set up a screen with all their linemen in front of Harrison Chambers off to the left side, but great coverage by the Huskies forced Van den Bosch to look in a different direction and just threw a rocket right at Fitzgerald and just slipped through the hands a little bit right there.
Yes, Fitzgerald had it and then just came out of his hands as an incomplete pass. So it will be 3rd and 19 on Hamilton's 45-yard line for the Broncos. We'll have to see if they can get this first down, or they can at least make it make it close and 4th and manageable. We'll have to see how this play plays out. As the Broncos in the shotgun once again. Van den Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looking, go rolling right, completes it to number 6. He gets upfield, and he's going to be brought down. Gets positive yards, but still going to be a 4th down.
Yeah, there's Chambers again out of the backfield, and I mean, made one man miss with a spin, a great crisp spin move, and then just dragged a man another 5 or 10 yards. But this might be a little bit too long to go for on 4th down. It looks like they might send out the punting team. And maybe this might be a field goal attempt right here. I love this.
We'll have a field goal attempt. Wow.
52-yard field goal coming out here.
So the Broncos are trying to get in this game any way they can, and by a long field goal attempt, try to make it an 8-point game.
Jack Carson, see if he can kick this one.
And the snap is good, and the kick is up, and it's going to be wide right. Not close at all.
Oh, looks like they're...
And we'll have a missed field goal, and we have...
A little bit of confusion here on the field between
I think we have a penalty on the field.
There was a penalty, but then looks... it was just a sideline warning against Hamilton right there, so nothing that's going to get a re-kick or any gainage of yards, so it's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's going to be Hamilton's ball as we have 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Hamilton leads 21-10.
Yeah, Hamilton has just been fun to watch so far on offense. Running the ball, passing the ball, everything is clicking for them. We'll see how the Brophy defense will adjust right here on this drive.
Yes, it's one that if you're the Broncos, you want to try to hold them and get the ball back as soon as you can to try to put points on board for yourselves, because right now it's an 11-point game. They don't want to surrender any more points for a higher scoring game. And as the ball snapped off to number 20 for Hamilton, he's got a big gain. Another first down for the Huskies.
Yeah, it's the third running back we've seen. It's the third running back we've seen for the Huskies. That's number 20, Devontae Roebuck. And he takes that one right up the gut right there for a first down.
And Hamilton and their familiar No huddle, going quick, going fast, and they're trying to go so fast that there's a penalty on the play. So looks like it's gonna be a false start. So they went a little too fast there. So yes, it is a false start penalty against the Huskies. Now back them up.
Yeah, great momentum, great consistency, I would say, for Hamilton right now. They're getting up to the line quickly, snapping the ball, and they already know what play call is coming next, and it's working out for them so far.
Hamilton breaks out of the huddle in shotgun formation, and Scully takes us out. And we got another penalty to stop this. So another false start, and back up 5 more yards for the Huskies.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic for the Huskies so far today. I think they've had this is their first and second false starts of the game. And if you're Brophy, you'll definitely take that right now. On first, it's
Yes,
going to set up a 1st and 20.
definitely. As the Broncos are trying to hold them on defense, get the ball back on offense, and try to get a score of their own. But it first starts off with their defense having to be able to stop the Huskies' offense. As the Huskies in the shotgun again, Scully takes a snap, looking, throws it in the middle of the field, completes it to his running back, number 20. He breaks it out, and he's got it enough at the 40-yard line for another Huskies first down.
I mean, a beautiful play design right there for Hamilton. They fake the handoff, and then they set up the screen to number 20, Devontae Roebuck again. They've been using Roebuck a good amount on this drive for his first drive of the game. But I mean, set up the screen to him, and he just used that speed to get to the outside.
And Scully throws it left to his wide receiver, number 5. He gets it up, and it looks like he's going to be close to the first down, if not got it. And it looks like he might be just short.
I mean, this is Hamilton's whole game right here, though. Take the short, quick passes, and then they'll just take the top off you off the over the for a deep ball. Excuse me. And they're trying to chip away right now, and they're in enemy territory.
And the Huskies go no huddle once again. Scully takes a snap, looking, throws it up, and it's batted, but it completed to number 85, Dean Thompson, for another first down.
And I mean, that's just the way the game's going right now for Hamilton. The ball gets deflected at the line of scrimmage and still falls perfectly into the hands of Dean Thompson on the sideline, and they just get another first down.
Yes, Hamilton's offense just trying to keep that momentum with no huddle, and that's what they keep on doing, and it seems to be working for them so far. As they're in the shotgun once again, Scully calling out, changing it up, looking at the formation, and takes a snap, hands it off to Robeck, and it looks like the ball was out, but recovered back by the Huskies in number 3, Roy Oliver.
A great heads-up play there from Oliver to hop on that ball, but another good run from Roebuck up the middle. We'll see if Brophy tries to load this box again. That's what was helping them stop the run earlier, but it also gave. I mean, it was harder to stop the pass that way. So I mean, it's just hard to stop this Hamilton offense.
And the pass is complete, and Roy Oliver takes it in for another touchdown for the Huskies.
Yeah, another touchdown, another number 2 for Oliver. I mean, that was another quick pass, and it looks like the Brophy defense just wasn't able to get set quick enough as they were trying to make some substitutions, and Hamilton going so quick, no one was able to get on Oliver, so that quick screen pass just gave him a free pass to the end zone.
Yes, definitely benefiting the Huskies with their no-huddle offenses. They're trying to keep the Broncos defense off guards, and that's what's been seems working so far. As the Huskies will be attempting the extra point. It's up, and it is good to extend their lead to a 28-10 lead for Hamilton.
Yeah, and I mean, that is the 12th touchdown of the year for Roy Oliver III right now, and it's halftime of the 4th game of the year. It's not even halftime of the 4th game of the year right now. So he is just showing off his skills all season long, and he's been doing it again tonight. It's hard to stop this guy, period.
Definitely. What's impressive about that is he's got that amount of touchdowns, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
That's a bright future.
Hamilton is definitely happy about that. They got him for 2 more years.
Broncos will get the ball back with 3. It'll be right now 3 minutes 44 seconds, so they're hoping on their offensive possession they could score and get back in this game.
And I just got to give a shout out to the Hamilton offensive line. I mean, they have just been playing great so far tonight. They're protecting Scully greatly. The sophomore quarterback, they're not making him get out of pressure much in many cases. So I mean, it takes a lot of stress off a young quarterback like that when he can stay in the pocket, go through all of his reads, and just make the correct pass.
and it will be a touchback. So the Broncos will have the ball on their own 20-yard line to start this possession.
I mean, this is a very crucial drive right now for the Brophy Broncos. Down 18 points. You need a big touchdown drive right here before half because Hamilton does get the ball at half, like I mentioned earlier. So this is a big drive for them here.
Yes, definitely. Want to go for 6, and they'll probably go for 6 as this is a big offensive possession as they want to make it as close as they can if it gets to that point in halftime. And the snap is given to number 6, the running back, and he got it for about 4 yards.
I mean, great play there by Chambers. Got met in the backfield, broke that arm tackle, and got a couple more positive yards. And you're seeing them use Devin Fitzgerald, as a little bit of a decoy right now. Fake the jet sweep to him right there. I mean, he takes the whole defense with him. He takes at least 2 or 3 guys with him every time he goes somewhere. So he's going to be lined up in the slot here at the bottom of your screen. But it looks like McNabb is going to have one-on-one coverage at the top of your screen here.
And Brophy, Vandenbosch takes a snap, looking that way, looking to McNabb, but it is broken up and incomplete. So you called it. You had that one-on-one, and they were looking that way, but great defensive play by Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton's number 12, Kingston Spivey, the senior, just stuck to McNabb like glue right there. Got through all the screen blockage and got a hand in there. I mean, and tipped that ball up for a possible interception. Falls to the ground safely, thankfully for the Broncos, they should say. But a great play there by Spivey to force another third and manageable right here.
This would be a big third down for the Broncos as they want to convert this and move the chains. And Vandenbosch looking at the sideline, looking for the play, getting instructions from his head coach, Jason Jewell. And looking at the coverage, looking at the defense. Vandenbosch takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws it in the middle of the field, and it's broken up and incomplete.
Yeah, trying to find another big tight end over there over the middle, and just another great defensive play by the Hamilton secondary. I mean, the Hamilton secondary has just been balling tonight. I mean, it's always a hard task to cover number 1 Devin Fitzgerald. They've been containing him as much as they can, but the rest of the receivers have been hard to get any separation. This Hamilton defense, I mean, like I said earlier, they haven't given up more than 20 points all year, and there's a reason why.
Yes, definitely. Hamilton's defense is looking good in this first half as Brophy will be attempting to punt and pin back the Huskies back in their own part of the field. And the snap is good. Its punt is up in the air. It's taken by Oliver. Oliver takes it to the right side up to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, 30, 20, 10. Another touchdown for Hamilton.
Another touchdown for Roy Oliver the third. I mean, 3 touchdowns for him, 2 receiving and 1 kick return. I mean, that was the first punt of the game that we've seen for either team, and he takes it back to the crib. I mean, that's just a great play right there.
Yes, definitely broke some tackles and definitely wasn't what Brophy wanted on that punt return.
I mean, this kid's been playing unbelievable so far in the first half. 2 great touchdown catches, and then just makes the whole team miss on a punt return. That was the key factor coming into this game, Roy Oliver the third. He was the guy you circled. Everyone's how you trying to game plan against him. It's hard to game plan against somebody like that, honestly. They've been doing their best at containing him, but it's hard to contain somebody with just pure athleticism like that.
And the extra point's up and good, and that gives Hamilton a 35-10 lead with 2 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that game, the momentum is all on Hamilton sideline, as they've put up a good amount of points. They put up 29 points unanswered right now. I mean, it's a hard answer to ask for Brophy, but it's not out of the equation yet. I mean, they have one of the most explosive offenses in the state of Arizona, have 3 or 4 very, very deep threat wide receivers. So we'll see how they try to attack the air here in the rest of this first half and the second half as well.
Definitely. Still a lot of time left with still another full half to play. But if you're the Broncos, you want to get something started right now so you can carry that momentum going into the second half. But it all starts on this possession, so they want to get that momentum going in their favor to at least get that much closer to making it that much closer. And the kick is up, and it is going to be returned for the Broncos by number 13, and he gets it out to the 30-yard line. So pretty good field position for the Broncos in this possession.
Yeah, Julian Ferrari taking that one out of the end zone right there. Great field position to start for the Broncos. And I mean, past couple drives have been fairly stagnant. Just not bad plays, finding open receivers, just better defense, honestly, from Hamilton. Just sticking to the receivers like glue, making the open field tackles. That's all it's really been. Doing everything, all the fundamentals right now.
As the Broncos break out of the huddle and shotgun, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. And Vandy Bosch takes the snap, hands it off to Chambers, and he is dropped for a loss.
And number 58, Derek LeBlanc Jr., once again getting into the backfield. He's just a force to be reckoned with at the line of scrimmage right now. Forced the fumble earlier, has a couple of tackles for loss already in this game in this first half. Pretty dominant.
And it will be a 2nd down and 12 as there's a 2-yard loss on that play on Brophy's own 28-yard line. Once again, the same formation, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Vandy Bosch looks like a direct run, and he's looking. He breaks a couple tackles, breaks another one, going to the left side of the field, and looks like he's got about a 2-yard gain. So it looks like it'll be about at that 3rd and 10 again.
And it looks like a timeout from Hamilton right here. But, I mean, great play on the design run from Vandy Bosch. Broke two tackles right there. 3rd tackler finally gets him down. But, I mean, fought for those couple of yards. I mean, he's going to bring up a 3rd and pretty long here for Brophy.
And we have a timeout on the field as Hamilton has called a timeout.
Yeah, right now, Brophy just needs to get something going, need to see something going, need to get a first down or something, just keep the chains moving, try to keep this ball for the rest of this first half, or just score quickly, one of the two. But you're gonna have to stop this Hamilton offense at some point. So we'll see what adjustments they're able to make in the locker room at halftime with around 1:52 left here in this first half.
Yes, as it will be a 3rd down, 13 for the Broncos, trying to get their momentum going. We'll have to convert this and then see where it goes from there, but it starts with this play right now. As both teams are back on the field, and the referee puts the ball back in play as we await Hamilton, Brophy in the shotgun. Vanden Bosch rolls right, looking and completes it to number 87, but it'll be still well short of a first down.
Yeah, short of the first down, and it looks like, I mean, you're in your own territory. This is a fairly long 4th down. You don't want to risk giving Hamilton the ball in your own territory with 1:40 left in this first half. So it looks like they'll bring out the punt team, and they'll do just that after Hamilton calls another timeout.
And we have another timeout by the Huskies as is 1:43 remaining left in this first half.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of Deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football.
And we are back as Hamilton is getting ready to punt with 1:43 remaining left in the first half. And snap's good. Punt is blocked. It is blocked, and Brophy looking to recover, and we're trying to see.
It looks like Hamilton's on top.
Hamilton's got it. And it'll look like they'll have it on Brophy's 1-yard line. Wow.
All the momentum is swinging in favor of the Huskies right now. And that was number 9, Casey Allen Jr., just blazing into the punter, just getting his hands up right into the chest pads, into the shoulder pads right there. Sent it all the way back to the 1-yard line. A little bit of a scramble for the ball, but, I mean, Hamilton inside the 5-yard line right here. They have so many dynamic running backs. It's going to be hard to stop them if you're Brophy. Got to load that box. use those big D linemen that you got and try to stop it. It looks like it's
As
going to be number 21, Skylar
it'll be
Cole here in the backfield.
first and goal for the Huskies on Brophy's 1-yard line, and the ball is taken by play action by Scully, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown for the Huskies.
And what a play on the read option from Scully right there, just taking the contact, fighting for the extra yards, and getting another touchdown for Hamilton. They're 6th in the first half right here, but I mean, Scully just takes the read option, knows he just has to get 1 yard, takes the contact, and gets into the end zone.
Yes, as Hamilton will be attempting the extra point. And the snap's good, kick is good. And with 1 minute 27 seconds remaining in the first half, Hamilton leads 42-10.
And this kind of all happened in the blink of an eye. Honestly, at the end of the first quarter, it was a very close game, And I mean, Hamilton has just taken advantage of not many Brophy mistakes. Honestly, Brophy has not been making many mistakes. I mean, a punt return and a punt block are some things you can't really defend against. So great special teams so far for Hamilton. I mean, they almost had an onside kick as well. The special teams is shining for the Huskies.
Definitely. Hamilton's special teams is what is extending this lead. It's nothing against the Broncos' offense isn't playing bad. Their defense isn't playing bad. It's just that special teams has been affected to have this score become get to the point it is right now.
Yeah, and a minute 27 left in this first half. You still have one timeout if you're Brophy. You still have plenty of time to get down the field, get some points on the board, get into the locker room, and talk this thing over.
Definitely. This could be something where, as the ball is in the end zone for a touchback, and the Broncos will start on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. No, definitely, as it's still 1 minute 27 seconds remaining in the first half, Brophy can carry their momentum by getting some kind of points, but probably most likely going for the touchdown. But they can still do it, as we saw their first couple drives. Devin Fitzgerald, I expect him to be involved in this possession.
Yeah, I mean, the big difference so far between Brophy's first couple drives and all their recent drives is Hamilton's getting a lot more pressure. Vanden Bosch doesn't have as much time in the pocket to find Fitzgerald. That's kind of finding these open zones and all that kind of stuff. He's kind of getting pressured, trying to get the ball out quickly, and just the D-line has been playing great for Hamilton.
As is a handoff to running back Chambers, and he's got enough for a first down. So that will reset the chain, stop the clock for a brief moment, and try to keep the momentum going for the Broncos.
I mean, that's a great first play to try to get some points here. They're obviously going to go hurry up, but handing it off to Chambers right up the middle, uses that explosive speed, gets the first down, and they got to go quick here.
And Vanden Bosch takes the snap, and play action, takes it himself up the field, and he's got about 7-yard gain, 6 to 7 yards.
That was a nice move there from the quarterback. A little bit of a jump spin move right there. Makes the defender miss, falls forward for extra yards on the read option, and a great choice on the option to keep that ball. Read the D lineman's move, kept the ball, got 5 yards.
As the Broncos offense is going fast, Vanden Bosch takes a snap, looking, rolling right, throws it up in the air, looking for a receiver, and it is incomplete off the hands of number 27 of Hamilton, J.J. Diaz.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting play right there. It looked like Vanden Bosch was trying to take a deep shot down the right sideline to Donovan McNabb, the wide receiver. Had a little bit of one-on-one coverage, but decided to hold it and then try to find number 7, Jason Kubica over the middle and just he had a little bit of a zone, but there was 3 defenders around, and J.J. Diaz got his hands up, almost got the pick, but at the end of the day, it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And we have a timeout for an injury. So we'll take a brief break in the action.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
And we are back as Brophy is on his big third down, and Vandy Bosch play action, takes the direct snap, and he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, and Vanden Bosch has been playing great so far tonight. He's making all the right decisions on option plays, all the right decisions on passing plays. He's just been fun to watch, and I mean, he's a big frame out there in the open field.
As the clock stops for the reset the chains, but is running now. Vandy Bosch takes the snap, looking left, completes it to Devin Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald jukes out the defender and gets about another 10 yards after the catch.
I mean, Fitzgerald is another guy. He moves like a college athlete. I mean, already committed to Notre Dame, but he a senior also. But he just moves like he's already playing at the next level. He takes those jump cuts, those quick cuts, and gets into the open field as the Broncos are going to use their last timeout right here. But in the open field, he's one of the hardest people to tackle in the state of Arizona, honestly. There's a couple guys that you can think of, but he's got to be up there, and he's going to be fun to watch at the next level as well.
Oh, definitely. And he's got a good mentor, his father.
So you could say that, yeah.
He knows. I think he's on a good path.
Yeah, but a little bit of different games between them as well. Like Larry Fitzgerald, he was more, I mean, obviously some of the greatest hands in the history of football, but his son Devin he's very yards after catch oriented right now. He's making 5-yard, 10-yard catches and then making 5 or 10 men miss. I mean, just getting to the end zone any way possible.
Yes, it looks like, he's definitely someone that can make plays after the ball's in his hands where he can make the plays. He doesn't have to necessarily go up the field and have the ball thrown to him. He can make it on his own.
Yeah, you got 22 seconds here. No timeouts. You're on the 32 in enemy territory if you're Brophy. Think you gotta, I mean, obviously Hamilton's looking for the pass. No timeouts, nothing like that. So you gotta try to get to the sidelines, but over the middle has been working so far pretty well for Brophy, as the safeties for Hamilton have been shading to the outsides of the field more often than not.
Yes, if you're the Broncos offense, you have no timeouts. You have to either go for the sidelines, or if you're in the field of play, you got to hope for that first down where the clock stops for a moment, and you can either spike it or get that play off, whatever you want. But you got to go quick either way. As the Broncos come back onto the field, and shotgun with one receiver on the left, 2 on the right, running back on the right. Vanden Bosch. Vanden Bosch takes a snap, completes it to number 7, and it looks like he's still in play, so the clock will be running.
13 seconds. We'll see if they try to spike this or if they just try to run a play. Looks like they're going to spike it.
They're going to spike. And they do spike it with exactly 5 seconds remaining left in this first half.
So we'll see if this is a little closer than where they attempted the last field goal at. And that one had the leg just a little bit wide. But this one looks like, I mean, you're down a couple possessions here. You got to maybe go for the end zone, but Hamilton, if you're on the Hamilton defense, they got to take a shot to the end zone. So we'll see if they play some prevent defense or how they play this here.
Yeah, if you're Brophy, you got to try to get the momentum going. So going for the touchdown here. We'll see what happens as they're in the shotgun. Vanden Bosch takes the snap, drops back, rolling right, looking, throws it up in the air in the end zone. Incomplete over the head of his intended receiver, Donovan McNabb. And that will be the conclusion of the end of the first half.
Yeah, pretty dominant first half here from Hamilton. The offense has been on full display. Haven't had to punt, no turnovers, nothing like that. They've just been firing on all cylinders. And if you're Brophy, you don't have to change much on the offensive side. But the defensive side, maybe just quick tweaks and adjustments, maybe help, some more safety help. But when you give that safety help, you can't load the box as much. It's hard to stop this Hamilton run offense. Hamilton is playing like one of the best teams in the state. And they're really showing that tonight.
Yes, it will be a halftime where Brophy's going to have to figure out the adjustments and start and get it, and then just make those adjustments to get back into the game.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dickmans reporting live for Varsity Sports Show here at Hamilton. Current halftime score is 42-10 with a lot of penalties we saw in the second quarter, seeing that the tension is very high for both teams and they're both still eager to win. Very excited to see what will be going on after halftime. So please stay tuned and we'll see you after halftime.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of Deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas. Stay tuned. We'll see each other around.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldie's, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldie's.
Hi, I'm Carmen Liberto, and I'm an intern at Varsity Sports Show. And today, I'm going to show you a story about what water polo can mean to someone, even though it's not as popular in Arizona as just a state over like in California.
Water polo, it keeps people engaged and wanting more. What does it mean to some people? It means the world. Even when options are limited, dedicated players want to keep chasing the feeling it first gave them when it started.
So my name is Troy Symington, originally from San Clemente, California, and I've lived in Arizona now for the last 7 years. Anywhere I go, I always look up for Masters water polo and hope I can find a team that I can jump in with. So when I moved here, I started an internet search for Masters water polo and USA water polo to see who had Masters teams in the area. And
Troy Symington has been playing water polo since 1982. He is currently 57 years old and still loves to play.
Because when I get in and I play water polo, when I get out, I feel like I'm 18 again.
He drives all the way from Prescott, Arizona, just to come down to Scottsdale to play water polo.
Well, the thing that worried me most is that I wouldn't be able to find someplace to play. Thankfully, Scottsdale Water Polo has a great Masters Club here.
It's people like Troy Symington that show how dedicated water polo players are. To him, it doesn't matter that he spends 3 hours in the car if it means he gets to play the sport that he fell in love with years ago. Troy Symington is just one example as someone who will stop at nothing to play the sport he loves, no matter the drive, his age, or his popularity. He will continue playing the sport until the ball is ripped away from his hands. Reporting from Varsity Sports Show, I'm Carmen Liberto.
This is Anastasia Rostelli with the Varsity Sports Show here reporting on the WNBA playoffs.
First, history was made as the Golden State Valkyries became the first expansion team ever to reach the playoffs in their inaugural season. Whether or not their run continues, it's already a milestone that cements their place in league history. Meanwhile, Minnesota's Nafisa Collier has put together one of the greatest individual campaigns we've ever seen, a rare 50-40-90 shooting season while averaging over 20 points per game. That's efficiency and consistency at a level almost unheard of in pro basketball. Indiana's season, however, has been defined by injuries. Caitlin Clark is out with a season-ending groin injury after averaging more than 16 points and nearly 9 assists in just 13 games. She's joined on the sidelines by Sydney Colson, Ari McDonald, Sophie Cunningham, and Chloe Bibby, with Demetrius Dantas also missing time in concussion protocol. That's 6 players down, leaving stars like Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Natasha Howard to carry the load as the Fever fight through the playoffs. And off the court, Paige Beckers has officially been named the Rookie of the Year. The former UConn standout led Dallas with nearly 20 points a night, proving she's ready to become one of the faces of the league for years to come.
Looking ahead, the semifinals start on Sunday, where the WNBA stars are looking to add to an already historic season. This is Anastasia Rostelli with the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Riley Hartman reporting.
Last year, Arizona State Volleyball made program history. They were crowned conference champions for the first time after a stellar 30-3 regular season record. The Sun Devils punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament, advancing to the second round with a win over New Hampshire, before their run ultimately ended against 6th-ranked Texas A&M. Fast forward to this year, and the Sun Devils are already showing that same fire. Off to a 6-2 start, they've faced tough tests and earned statement wins, the biggest knocking off defending national champion Penn State in 4 sets. Just days later, though, they did fall to number 9 ranked Pitt and lost their first game of the regular season. But despite that fire, this year's squad looks very different. The Sun Devils lost several key pieces from their championship roster, including outside hitter Jelly Sear, middle blocker Savannah Colhe, and libero Mary Schroll, all of whom graduated last season. Head coach JJ Van Niel knew this reality, but he had his team prepared for the new season well before the first game was underway.
Most people probably know 100% of our starting lineup graduated, which I've never experienced in my years of college volleyball. So I think it's a fun new challenge, figuring out the right systems for the kids, and then watching some people really flourish and step up. So it's been really fun.
After a crushing loss to number 2 Texas, the Devils are looking to keep their winning ways and find themselves as Big 12 champions yet again at the end of this season. For Varsity Sports Show, Andrew Neeram reporting.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of Deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas. Stay tuned. We'll see each other around.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldie's, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldie's.
And we are back with the start of the second half as Brophy will be kicking off to Hamilton. And the ball is up underway, and it will be in the end zone for a touchback, and it will be 1st and 10 on 20-yard line for the Huskies. And this will be the second half where Brophy we'll have to see what the adjustments are made, and they'll just have to get back in this game possession by possession.
Yeah, 42-10 is obviously a big deficit to come back from, but we saw how fast the momentum changed in Hamilton's favor in the first half. They scored 36 unanswered points in almost the blink of an eye. So very possible to do for the same thing for Brophy right now. Their offense has been good, has been great actually at times in the first couple of drives. They just got to get back to that, keep getting it to Fitzgerald and McNabb and their playmakers and see how it goes. But they're going to need to get a stop here on defense, first.
Exactly. Football is a game of two halves. You got to play all the 4 quarters. So we'll see if Brophy can get the momentum as Hamilton takes a snap, and the momentum has just shifted once for the Broncos as an interception by number 9.
And I mean, you can't ask for a better start than that if you're Brophy right there. I mean, first play of the second half, and you got a pick. Oh my goodness, number 9, Ryder Noche, making plays all over the field. We've seen him on the offensive side, and he makes, full extension diving interception right there. I mean, tables have turned. 5 seconds in. It's kind of like you just started with the ball, and you had a 75-yard kick return to start the game, start the second half. So, huge start for Brophy here. Got to capitalize.
Yes, nice interception by Noche. And now this gives the Broncos a great possession, a field position to be able to make this a closer game. As Vanden Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looking, pumps, throws it, and incomplete, broken up by the Huskies defense.
They almost traded interceptions right there. Number 13 for Hamilton, Connor Strand, you're going to want that one back. That's the second time Connor Strand has gotten his hands on a ball from Vanden Bosch, but that ball falls incomplete again. He's going to bring up a second down, a little bit of a scary pass, but second down, great field position. Got to capitalize here for the Broncos.
The second down and 10 for Brophy on Hamilton's 27-yard line as Vanden Bosch takes a snap and takes it himself up the field and spins around and avoids a tackle and gets down to the 5-yard line for the Broncos. Wow, what a run.
A great run from Vanden Bosch right there. He has said it multiple times tonight, but he is reading the option perfectly so far tonight. That was an interesting one. Looked like the running back kind of just stayed in the backfield and set a block for him and takes it back to the left side and makes a man miss and just so much open field in front of him. But another great read there from Vanden Bosch.
Yes, that was a great decision as he's got 1st and goal for the Broncos on Hamilton's 6-yard line. And Brophy in the shotgun again. Vanden Bosch takes a snap, and he has the ball and is dropped and is tackled.
Yeah, Derek LeBlanc Jr. there again for another tackle for loss. He kind of controlled both options on the option right there. If the running back got the ball, he was getting tackled, and Vanden Bosch kept it and got tackled quickly. This is the second time in this game that Brophy's been inside the 10 of Hamilton, and they weren't able to get the touchdown. They got the field goal the first time, so they're definitely going to look to capitalize on the end zone here.
And Broncos come out of the huddle in the shotgun formation. Vanden Bosch takes a snap, rolls right looking, and avoids a tackle, and is able to pick up another 2 to 3 yards. So he gets it that much closer for the Broncos offense in the end zone.
Yeah, Vanden Bosch used all 200 pounds of his frame right there to get out of that first tackle, spun out of it, and got positive yards. Positive yards at the end of the day are great yards. So getting out of that first tackle for loss and moving the ball forward and giving his team a chance on 3rd down. It looked like they were trying run a little bit of like a misdirection pass over the middle to a tight end. Nothing going, but 3rd and goal from the 3.
And Brophy breaks out of the huddle in the shotgun with 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, running back on the left side of the quarterback. And Vanden Bosch takes a snap, throws it directly to Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, number 2 for Devin Fitzgerald. Him and Roy Oliver III are going back and forth for the receiver battle today. 2 great receivers just duking it out. And Fitzgerald, he has such great field awareness. He catches that ball in the flat, knows the defender's going to try to cut him off to the corner of the end zone, just stops, goes back inside, makes another man miss, and gets into that end zone, cut this deficit down a little bit more.
And with that touchdown, Brophy will go for 2 on this 2-point conversion to get the score that much closer. And the Broncos in shotgun. One receiver on Fitzgerald on the left, one on the right. And Vandenbosch takes a direct snap. He's looking, and he's in. He's in for a successful 2-point conversion to get the score now 42-18 Hamilton.
I mean, best possible case scenario coming out of the locker room for the Brophy Broncos. You get the interception on the first play, and you get a touchdown within 2 minutes of this. 2 minutes of this second half starting. So I mean, great start, great momentum shift. We got to see if the Brophy can keep it up here.
Yes, and as we talked about, it's football is a game of 4 quarters. So the first half could have been was Hamilton's, but Brophy could come back in the second half and get back in this game.
And I mean, that Brophy sideline trying to be as alive as possible, trying to get some more amped up over there. Going to need it to come back from this game. Try to stun Hamilton at home.
As we wait for the kickoff, Brophy lines up. Braxton Tate will be kicking off. And he gets it underway deep. And it will be in the end zone for a touchback. So it will be Hamilton's ball. 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. And we will get an update from the sideline after that touchdown by Brophy.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dickmans reporting live for Varsity Sports Show. I'm here at Hamilton, and the score is currently 42-18. Brophy just scored a touchdown right after halftime and getting that 2-point conversion, which was really important. So let's see where this game will go. Hopefully super exciting, so please stay tuned, and back over to you guys.
And we are back with Hamilton gaining a 1st down, going quick once again. And it will be 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. Snap taken. Drop off to the wide receiver number 81. Breaks a tackle. Up the sideline. He's going to 20 to the 10. And he is in for a Huskies touchdown.
And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the field a little bit late. Looks like it won't affect the play too much, but a great touchdown from Hamilton right there. I mean, they go up the middle with Jacob Brown again. He runs a couple defenders over on the play before, and then they run the quick screen pass with Brophy trying to cover the box again. They run a quick screen pass to the outside, and number 81, Roman Oliver, just breaks away. The freshman shows off his speed, gets a touchdown, and there is a flag on the field, so we'll see what it is. What's it for? It looks like it's still going to be a touchdown here for Hamilton. It just might be it's another sideline warning for the Huskies, so it looks like it might be a little bit of a see if they put it onto the extra point or how they enforce this.
So yes, the touchdown is good, but there was a sideline warning penalty against Hamilton, and it looks like they're staying at the 1 for the extra point or the 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to make this 49-18, but I mean, what an explosive play from Oliver right there. The freshman taking it 60 yards down the sideline. I mean, tight roping that sideline. I thought he had to step out of bounds, but he stays in bounds, just uses that speed, and extra point is good.
And with that extra point, the score is Hamilton 49, Brophy 18 with 9 minutes 33 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I mean, just another great response from the Hamilton offense. You throw the pick on the first play, and then you take 2 plays to go score a touchdown. Hamilton offense has been on the field for 3 plays so far. That was a 20-second drive, and they score a touchdown. So great response from Hamilton. Brophy's going to need another response, just like that drive they had to start the second half.
Yes, the Broncos will be looking to could be able to get on their second possession, get in the end zone again, and make this score closer. As Hamilton comes out ready to kick off.
Yeah, the student section for Hamilton is rocking right now out to the left of us. Really going crazy. Got some smoke going. They're definitely hype. And you can't not be hype after an explosive play like that.
And the kick is off, and it will reach the end zone for another touchback. So it will be Brophy's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line to start this offensive possession.
Yeah, props to these kickers, by the way. I think they've all been touchbacks on these kickoffs. There's only been two punts, have gone a certain way. But, kickoffs all going back to the back of the end zone, not really giving much of a chance of return.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely not what opposite of
Opposite
the
of
NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
of having the ball put in play and not being penalized for putting it in the end zone. As the Broncos come out on offense in their shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Vanden Bosch takes a snap, throws it immediately to Fitzgerald on the right side of the field. He spins for about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, just another catch for Fitzgerald on another screen pass. This is the 3rd time they found him on a screen pass in this game. They tried to find him multiple times, but 3rd time they've connected, get a couple positive yards, and we'll see if they try to push the envelope, try to go a little bit faster, quick pace. No, it looks like they'll go in the huddle, but still a quick huddle. 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, still a couple possessions down. You got to work a little quicker.
As the Broncos break the huddle in the shotgun, Vanden Bosch takes a snap, play action, takes it himself up the field. He breaks off a tackle. He's up to the 37-yard line for another 1st down for the Broncos.
Yeah, wrestled out of bounds right there, but Vanden Bosch, he's kind of reminds me of Josh Allen, honestly. Can sling the ball all around and then can take the option plays and just run people over. 6'2", 200 pounds, big guy back there. He's fun to watch in the backfield and throwing the ball deep.
Yes, he's definitely showing his dual threat abilities, as not only can he obviously pass the ball, but he's been avoiding tackles throughout this game, really impressing on his running on the run when he runs the ball. As the Broncos break out of the huddle, 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left, 1 running back on the left side of Vanden Bosch. He's directing, running back goes in motion to the left side of the field. And Vanden Bosch takes the snap, drops back looking, throws in the middle of the field, and off the hands of Fitzgerald as he was trying to reel in a one-handed catch.
That was a great ball there from Vanden Bosch. He layered that ball perfectly over the linebackers and into the secondary, but a little bit of a tainted vision there for Fitzgerald. Couldn't see that ball and then barely got a hand out to touch it at the end, but still a great ball from Vanden Bosch.
Brophy breaks out of the huddle with 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, and a running back left of the quarterback. Vanden Bosch takes a snap. He's getting pressured, but gets it away to McNabb. McNabb gets it for about a yard, gain of a yard.
Yeah, it looked like that was a design screen for McNabb, but that pressure got into Vanden Bosch's face instantly from Hamilton. But gets the pass off to McNabb, gets maybe a yard and a half a yard, but it looks like they'll gonna mark this a 3rd and 10.
Yes, it'll be a 3rd and 10 for the Broncos offense as they'll look to convert on this to keep this drive going. Got 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, 1 running back on the right side, and Vanden Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws it to the middle of the field and completes it once again to Devin Fitzgerald as he avoids a tackle and is brought down for another 1st down for the Broncos.
And his number can't be called enough. There's a late flag on the field here, but Fitzgerald used all 6'2" of that frame to go up and get that ball over the middle, put his body on the line, took a little bit of a hit because full extension over the middle, always a scary place to be if you're a wide receiver, but takes the hit, gets the 1st down, and we'll see what this flag is on the field.
As the officials are talking about it, the referee coming out, about to announce what the call will be.
Looks like it's going to be unnecessary roughness, personal foul against the Huskies. Going to give another 15 free yards to Brophy.
Definitely will give the Broncos closer to the ends as we have a timeout on the field called by Hamilton with 7 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
And we are back as we're back from the timeout. Brophy has first down and 10 on Hamilton 26-yard line. And the snap is taken by Vandenbosch. Vandenbosch rolling, looking, and he will be dropped down and sacked for a loss by number 58 of Hamilton.
Derek LeBlanc Jr. Once again, I should keep a counter how many times I've said his name tonight. I mean, gets in the backfield again, another sack, just forcing so many pressures.
And we have a timeout for an injured player.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas. Stay tuned. We'll see each other around.
And we are back, ready to resume play, as it will be a second down and 18 for the Broncos as the Huskies were just able to get a sack. And Brophy comes out. Vandenbosch takes a snap, drops back, and gain pressure again from 58. Gets hit hard, but is able to complete the pass to Devin Fitzgerald, and he gets another first down for the Broncos.
I mean, that was a great play from everybody. I mean, LeBlanc to even get in the backfield, and Vandenbosch to roll to his right, get away from pressure, and throw an absolute dime on the run to obviously his favorite receiver, Devin Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald loves that move. He'll do the little whoop and step backwards, make a man miss, get a first down right there.
As the Broncos, as Vandenbosch takes a snap, looks to the right, and is intercepted in the end zone, brought out of the end zone by number 9 of Hamilton. And that momentum going for the Broncos has just been voided by an interception.
Yeah, Casey Allen Jr., the one with the interception there, just read the quarterback's eyes. I don't hate the play design from Brophy right there. They fake the screen to Fitzgerald and then try to find McNabb on a little bit of a go route, but just a great play by Casey Allen to recognize that, jumps the route, takes it out for a couple more yards, and just another costly turnover against Brophy there.
And the Huskies will now have the ball first and 10 on their own 14-yard line.
And might I add, Casey Allen Jr. is the one that blocked that punt earlier, so great plays so far tonight.
As Hamilton takes a snap, and the ball is broken up, deflected for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, great play there by number 0, James Pike, getting his hand up. Looked like he was coming from his linebacker / safety position, coming down on a little bit of a rush, dropped back, got a hand up, and just disrupted that whole play. Hamilton going quick here.
Hamilton going in their familiar no huddle. Scully takes it, hands it off to Skylar Cole, and Cole gets it up close to first down, but just shy.
We're going to go fast again here on 3rd and medium.
And no huddle once again for the Huskies. And we have a penalty on the play. And it looks like it's going to be a false start against against Hamilton, as we've seen a couple of those tonight, as they're trying to go maybe a little too fast.
Yeah, it's been happening pretty fairly in the second half here, so a little bit of maybe miscommunication at the line of scrimmage or just a little bit of falling asleep, but still a 3rd and 10, not too bad here for Hamilton. Still manageable.
And Huskies come out, and Scully takes the snap, rolling left, looking, and he's going to scramble and get about 3 yards. So it'll be 4th down for the Huskies offense.
And I mean, this is going to be the first time we're going to see Hamilton punt the ball here, but great possession from Brophy. They obviously don't give a first down, and they force the quarterback out of bounds right there. Stop that clock with 6:44. You need all the time you can get when you're trying to mount a comeback.
Definitely. Brophy's defense really helped out that offense by making sure that they were able to stop them and give now the ball back to the offense. As the Huskies will come out in their punt formation. And punter gets it up. And it's dropped at the 40, and it looks like Brophy's just going to let it drop and get it at about the 38-yard line on their own 38.
A good Hamilton roll right there. That was Billy Davis, tight end / wide receiver. First time we're calling his name as a punter tonight for Hamilton, but gets a decent punt, gets the ball past midfield, a little bit of a friendly roll for Hamilton, and Brophy going to get the ball back here.
And there will be a timeout on the field for an injured player.
Hi, I'm Carmen Liberto, and I'm an intern at Varsity Sports Show. And today, I'm going to show you a story about what water polo can mean to someone, even though it's not as popular in Arizona as just a state over like in California.
Water polo, it keeps people engaged and wanting more. What does it mean to some people? It means the world. Even when options are limited, dedicated players want to keep chasing the feeling it first gave them when it started.
So my name is Troy Symington, originally from San Clemente, California, and I've lived in Arizona now for the last 7 years. Anywhere I go, I always look up for Masters water polo and hope I can find a team that I can jump in with. So when I moved here, I started an internet search for Masters water polo and USA water polo to see who had Masters teams in the area. And
Troy Symington has been playing water polo since 1982. He is currently 57 years old and still loves to play.
Because when I get in and I play water polo, when I get out, I feel like I'm 18 again.
He drives all the way from Prescott, Arizona, just to come down to Scottsdale to play water polo.
Well, the thing that worried me most is that I wouldn't be able to find someplace to play. Thankfully, Scottsdale Water Polo has a great Masters Club here.
It's people like Troy Symington that show how dedicated water polo players are. To him, it doesn't matter that he spends 3 hours in the car if it means he gets to play the sport that he fell in love with years ago.
And we are back as the Broncos now have possession, and it'll be 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. And they start off in the shotgun once again with 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left, and a running back on the right side of quarterback Vanden Bosch. And Vanden Bosch takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, and he's able to get about 4-yard gain.
Handing off to a different running back that time. Scout Kinkle right there gets good amount of yards right there on 1st down and a little bit quicker here for the Brophy offense.
And it looks like Broncos offense is trying to go a little bit faster as they're trying to get as much momentum as they can. And Vanden Bosch takes a snap, looks right, looks left, rolling left now, scrambling, getting it out to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, and now at the 44 of Hamilton's 44-yard line.
Yeah, Vanden Bosch using those great legs again, once again. I mean, that was some great speed. He just outran a DB to the corner and got that 1st down. Beat him to the edge, moves the sticks for the Broncos.
Yes, and as we mentioned, Vanden Bosch definitely showing dual threat ability tonight, not only throwing the ball, but running the ball, running it for a lot of good, meaningful yards, as he takes the snap, rolling right, looking, throws it up, and it's complete once again to number one, Devin Fitzgerald for the Broncos for another Broncos first down.
I mean, that connection has just been on point all night right now for the Broncos. Vanden Bosch to Fitzgerald, something that's been heard for multiple seasons at this point now. I mean, it's definitely been heard a lot tonight.
Yes, Fitzgerald definitely making a big impact for the Broncos tonight.
But you got to give a great shout out to Vanden Bosch, keeping all these plays alive with his legs in the face of pressure, rolling out right, rolling out left, getting out of the pocket, and finding open receivers and just hitting them right in the chest.
As the Broncos break out of the huddle, shotgun, 3 receivers on the left of Vanden Bosch, 1 on the right, and 1 running back on the left side. As he's looking to the sideline, looking to see what the play call goes. And Vanden Bosch takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws it up in the air for McNabb, and just overthrown. Just overthrown his intended target, Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, I was just about to say before that play, McNabb has one-on-one coverage here in the slot against the Hamilton DB, but they go to him, and it looked like a little bit of pushing and tugging going on from both sides right there and when that ball was in the air, but no flag thrown. It's going to be another second down.
And it'll be second down and 10 for the Broncos on the Huskies 16-yard line. As they're in the shotgun formation once again. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, and Vanden Bosch takes the snap, hands it off to his running back. He gets it up for about a 3-yard gain.
Another great handoff there for the Broncos, just trying to change the pace of play a little bit, going to the air, and it's been working, and the ground game's been working as well, but trying to switch it up a little bit, see if they go back to the air here on third down. Third and around 7.
It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Broncos on the Huskies 13-yard line. And the shotgun again with 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, running back on the right side of the quarterback. Vanden Bosch looks back to the sideline.
Hamilton showing a lot of pressure right now. It looks like they might be bluffing, but we'll see what they do here.
Gets the play from his head coach. And looks like redirecting, moving a running back from right to left. Vanden Bosch takes the snap, drops back, throws it up. Once again to Fitzgerald, and he's in for another touchdown. Wow, what a game for Devin Fitzgerald.
1, 2, 3. That's 3 touchdowns for Devin Fitzgerald right there. Him and Roy Oliver III are just, I mean, they're dueling right now for touchdowns. And I mean, this game is not out of reach. It's 49-24 pending this extra point right now. Brophy has come out swinging in the second half.
No, definitely. With 4 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the third, and then a full 12-minute quarter in the fourth quarter, there's still a lot of time left as the kick is up and good for the Broncos. As the score now, Hamilton 49, Brophy 25. But with that touchdown, like we just talked about at the time, this game is far from over.
Yeah, and we'll see how Hamilton reacts. This is the first time their defense has given up more than 20 points in a game all season. And we'll see how Brophy can capitalize on that. I mean, they're down 24, but they're in a point that no team has ever gotten to against Hamilton so far. You've been able to penetrate their defense. How can you keep on doing that?
Yes, and for the Broncos defense, they are looking for what happened out of the first possession in the second half where they got a turnover. By any means, they're trying to get a turnover to get their offense on that side, on the Hamilton side of the field, so they can make the scoring drive or a score that much easier.
Yeah, I mean, they've had two of the 3 possessions so far for the Bronco defense in the second half have been amazing. They had the pick on the first play, and then they give up a long touchdown on an explosive play, but then they come right back and force a 3-and-out. So this is another crucial one. I mean, this whole quarter and 4 minutes and 52 seconds are going to be so crucial for this Broncos defense. Can they step up and keep their team in the game?
And the familiar touchback, as we've seen a lot tonight, happens again, and Hamilton will start with the ball on their own 20-yard line.
And we'll see how this Hamilton offense tries to play this. You're up 24 points. Do you try to run the clock and milk this clock a little bit, just try to chip away at this win, or do you keep taking these explosive plays, try to find number 3 Roy Oliver, or try to find number 81 Roman Oliver? Just, you have so many ways to score. Do you keep trying to score, or do you keep trying to get this clock chipped away?
I think even if they run the ball, they're still going to go huddle, so they're still going to work fast. So we'll see that, but we'll see what the play calls are on this possession. And to start off, it is a run to the running back Skylar Cole looks like he got enough for a first down.
I mean, they've been very explosive on first down runs. They've been running it up the gut for pretty much the whole game on first down. It's been working very well.
And it looked like a high snap, but Scully, the quarterback, was able to maintain it and give it off to running back once again, and he got a short gain on that.
I mean, they are not quitting on their tempo right now. They're going fast, fast, fast.
Yes, they could be wanting to want the clock down, going down, running the ball, but they're definitely not stopping their no huddle. They're not, and we got a penalty on the play.
Looks like it'll be an encroachment penalty.
Looks like it's going against the Broncos, and another 5 yards for the Huskies offense. As it will bring up now a 2nd and 1 for the Huskies.
And this is just something the Huskies are really wanting right now. A 2nd and short, 3rd and short situations that they know they can get, and they've been able to get so far tonight. We'll see if they keep it on the ground, and they do.
Scully gives a handoff to Cole. Cole gets it up to about the 45-yard line for another first down for Hamilton.
Yeah, another great run there by the Huskies, and they are not letting up on this quick tempo. They're rushing across the field. 4 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter, and they don't care. They want to score as many points as possible.
Scully directing his offensive line, takes a snap, throws it left, and incomplete to his intended target, number 84, Billy Davis.
Yeah, Billy Davis not able to bring that one in. And we've seen this same formula. They'll run the rock, run the rock, run the rock, and then they'll throw a quick pass, try to keep you guys in the keep the Brophy Broncos in the box and try to throw it out wide. Try to find Billy Davis right there. Wasn't able to connect, but he was a little bit open.
And the clock may have stopped on that incomplete pass, but Hamilton's offense is still going no huddle as they're in the shotgun. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to running back number 20, Devontae Roebuck, and he gets enough for a first down to the 30-yard line for the Huskies.
Yeah, Roebuck, just another explosive run. This 3-back set that the Huskies are running right now has been explosive. You got fresh legs coming in every couple plays, and it's really showing.
And once again, as we've been saying all night, seeing all night, the Huskies going no huddle, going quick, and handing off to Roebuck again, and he breaks a tackle up to the 20. Looks like he's going to be close. It looks like they're marking it as 2nd down, so it's going to be 2nd and short for Hamilton. And we will have a timeout on the field for an injury.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas. Stay tuned. We'll see each other around.
And we are back, ready to resume play, as it will be a 2nd down and short for Hamilton offense. And referee puts the ball back in play. Hamilton in the shotgun. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to number 2, Jacob Brown. Brown up the middle of the field, and he gets it into the goal line for the Huskies.
Yeah, I mean, the offense, the running for Hamilton has just been explosive tonight. You got to give a shout out to their offensive line. They've been controlling the trenches and just giving free will to the running backs.
And the Huskies in their no-huddle offense. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to Brown again. He's up, and it looks like he's just short of the end zone. It will be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, trying to go for number 3 on the day for Jacob Brown. Already got 2 into the end zone. We'll see. But last time they were on the 1 here, they had Scully keep it himself. We'll see what they do here.
Scully takes a snap, hands out to Brown once again, and it looks like he stopped at the one. No, as the official has his hands up in the Hamilton scores another touchdown.
Yeah, this offense has just been amazing for Hamilton. You got to shout out their guards, number 54, Tavita and Tony, and number 73, Garrison Adams, a junior and a senior combo. They've just been, the two guards for Hamilton have just been pushing people around and making great holes for the running backs, and it showed.
It looked like for a moment there they had him stop, but the momentum kept on going and get Hamilton in the end zone as the kick is up and it is good as the score is now 56-25 Hamilton with 2 minutes 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I wish we had a pylon cam for that last one like the NFL. Just see
Yes,
right down the line,
definitely.
see where the ball is. Be perfect. They got a white line for turf too. It'd been easy.
That would have been a really good viewpoint to see where exactly that ball was when he was brought down or when it crossed.
So for Brophy right here, you're down 56-25, but your offense has been great so far. 3 drives, 2 touchdowns for them in the second half. So we'll see how they bounce back here. No, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Sorry.
As we await the kickoff, yes, so far in the second half, Brophy's offense has done a great job of being able to get in the end zone. It's just Hamilton's offense is answering right back.
And they've been doing that all game too. We'll see if Hamilton tries to do that onside kick again, but I feel like Brophy will be ready this time. I mean, that was a great kick last time.
Yes. Even though they didn't get it, that was still really well executed. As it looks like they'll be kicking deep, and they will, as the ball's. Once again, isn't any shock?
Might just have to mute the mic on this one on the kickoffs. Might be a touchback every time.
Any surprise? Another touchback. So Brophy will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
I'm ready for the 100-yard kick return. I mean, this game has been dominated by, 3 players have 9 touchdowns combined. So, I mean, this is a very star-studded matchup between very highly touted recruits for both teams, and they've been showing out.
As Brophy comes out of the huddle, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. The shotgun, 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left, and Vandenbosch takes the snap, drops it off to his running back number 9, Ryder Noche, and he gets a positive gain for him.
Yeah, Noche just been great on both sides of the ball. Had that interception to start this second half, but had a couple of receptions on those screens/swing passes, getting positive yards. Second is short here.
And it was a gain of 8 on that play, as it would be 2nd down 2 for the Broncos on their own 28-yard line. Brophy in the shotgun. Vandenbosch takes a snap, hands it off to running back again. He breaks out to the right side, but it looks like he's going to be it's for a loss, but we have a penalty flag on the play.
It looks like it would come from after the play here, but I would love to see Brophy get McNabb more involved here in this offense. He has a couple targets, but nothing too insane so far. But Fitzgerald, I mean, he's such a big target. He takes so much attention from the defense that McNabb's been able to run free a couple of times. So we'll see if they're able to get him more involved here.
And it's going to be a personal foul against Hamilton, and that will move the Broncos offense up the field, give them 3 yards. And it was a personal foul penalty against Hamilton, and that will extend 15 extra yards for the Broncos offense. As they break out of the huddle with 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. No running back this time. Vandenbosch all in the backfield alone. And he takes the snap, looks at the middle of the field, and completes it once again. Any surprise? Devin Fitzgerald, he's trying to make a play. He might have went back had the first down, but went back. And it looks like he's just short of the first down.
He's very elusive. He kind of reminds me of like a Ladd McConkey type of mover. Like when he's in the open field, his feet are moving so fast you can't tell where he's going. Jabbing, jumping, going everywhere.
And we will have a timeout on the field for an injury. And we are back with Brophy having the ball, 2nd and 3, and Vandenbosch takes a snap. And here's McNabb. He gets a reception. He's up the field to the right side, and he's tripped up but still enough for a first down for the Broncos.
Yeah, there we go. There's McNabb getting some touches right there, and he makes some people miss in the open field. Gets the first down. A little bit of a shoelace tackle right there. If he got through that one, there was nothing but green turf. I'd almost say green grass, but we're on turf. So green turf in front of him, and he would have been gone.
Yes, definitely, as they say, shoestring tackle for Hamilton right there has saved him from getting more yards for the Broncos. But still, all that said and done, still a first down. Reset the chains for the Broncos offense as they're in the shotgun once again. Vandenbosch takes a snap, hands it off to running back number 6. He's up the middle of the field to the 30, to 20, to the 10, to the 5 in the end zone. Touchdown, Brophy.
Yeah, Harrison Chambers, their running back, getting in on the touchdown action. Gets that one right up the middle and was gone. I mean, untouched. Showed off that speed, and that was fun. That was fun to watch. He just straight up got through that gap, got past the linebacker, and there was nobody there. He saw the green turf in front of him, and he got into the maroon turf.
Yes, that was an impressive run as he saw the hole, and he hit the hole, and he made it all the way in the end zone for a touchdown as we see the Broncos offense stay on the field, and they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And Vandenbosch takes a snap, design run, pitches back to number 9, and he's going to be jukes out a defender, reaching for the pylon, and he is in for a successful 2-point conversion.
Wow. I mean, Ryder Noche, he's making athletic plays. He made the diving full extension interception, and then makes a couple of men miss and pulls his best Michael Penix and reaches for the end zone, gets the pylon, and wow, that was probably the most energy used on a 2-point conversion I think I've ever seen. But worth it as they're down 56-33. Biggest thing for Brophy, get a stop, build on it, get a stop, build on it, and that's what they're trying to do.
Yes, for sure. As we've seen pretty much all throughout the night, Brophy's had a touchdown, but Hamilton has been able to answer back with another touchdown. So it's going to be important for the Broncos Broncos defense to be able to stop them for a possession and get that ball back to their offense.
Yeah, this is reminding me of some good old Pac-12 after dark right here. We got 56-33. We're definitely going to pass the 100 points mark right now. So this is reminding some good memories of some Pac-12 after dark. And we said in the pregame, this is full well looking like it could be a shootout, and it's definitely not disappointing.
And, surprise again, another touchback. And it will be Hamilton's ball on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Best part about that's Braxton Tate, number 3. He's gonna kick that ball out through the back of the end zone and then go line up at Mike linebacker. This is high school football.
That's what
I
you gotta love about high school football, playing multiple positions.
Got gloves on while kicking and everything. I mean, most drip on a kicker of all time, I think. Most style.
As the Huskies come out in the shotgun. Quarterback Scully takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, Skylar Cole. Cole breaks it up the field and up to the 43-yard line for a first down for Hamilton.
Looks like there's going to be a flag back towards the line of scrimmage, however, and it looks like it's going to be holding against Hamilton, so that one's coming back.
So it'll be a penalty against Hamilton and back them up in their own territory.
And I mean, that's pretty huge for Brophy right there. You got to take that huge run off the table. I mean, that's a big run to start a drive, and it's kind of just got killed.
And we have a timeout on the field for an injury.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
And we are back with that holding penalty. It will mark back Hamilton's offense 10 yards, so it'll be 1st and 20 on their own 10-yard line. As Scully takes the snap for Hamilton, drops it off to the running back, a little screen, and he's up the field and gets dropped down for about 10-yard gain.
Yeah, he got 10 to 11 yards, and I mean, I think he fought for another 5 or 6 of those. So, I mean, just a great play by number 21, Skylar Cole. And time winding down here in this third quarter.
It looks like Hamilton's going to go no huddle, but slow it down a little bit as the quarterback Scully's directing his center what he wants them to do. And he looks like he's going to let this clock go down into the fourth quarter.
And this is 89 points here through 3 quarters. That's not a shootout. I don't know what it is.
And that will do it for the end of the third quarter with Hamilton leading 56-33. And we will take it down to our field correspondent for a report, for an update.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dickmans reporting for Varsity Sports Show. I'm here at Hamilton High School. Currently, the score is 56-33 for Hamilton High School. We've seen 5 touchdowns in just this third quarter alone. Also, lots of penalties. The energy is flowing. The energy is high. The crowd of the players, super exciting. Please stay tuned, and I'll bring it back to you guys.
And we will start the fourth quarter of play with Hamilton having the ball on their own 22-yard line, 2nd and 8 to go. And if anything like that third quarter, it's going to be like what the fourth quarter could be a lot of scoring.
And I mean, it's crazy to say, but 25 points is not out of the realm of a comeback for Brophy. I mean,
no, definitely.
The way they've been scoring in this third quarter, it's very possible for a comeback. They need some stops here on defense.
Hamilton Scully takes the snap, hands it off to number 2, Jacob Brown, and it looks like he's got enough for a first down for the Huskies.
And it's just a tough place to be in if you're Brophy. I mean, you hit the running, you finally get to some penetration in the backfield right there and hit Jacob Brown in the backfield, and he just breaks the tackle and gets the first down. I mean, it's hard to stop this running offense.
And Hamilton will go no huddle, throws it out to number 3, Roy Oliver. Oliver gets it up, and it looks like he'll be just short of a first down.
Yeah, it's the first one of the. We haven't called Roy Oliver the third's name too much here in the second half, but I mean we called him enough for a whole 2 weeks in the first half. So in the second half, not as much, but gets another catch right there.
And Oliver spread out left to wide again, so we'll see. And no, they're going running, and they hand it off to Skylar Cole, and he's got another first down for the Huskies.
And I mean, that was just fun to watch. We had a perfect view right in front of us here for Skylar Cole, but he was just straight downhill running, spinning in between blockers, and diving forward for a first down at the end of the day. I mean, that's just great running from a great running back there.
Yeah, he's definitely found the hole and knew what he had to do to get the first down and got it. As Hamilton's no huddle once again. Scully takes the snap, hands it off to Brown again from right to left. He breaks a tackle and is brought down by number 3 of Brophy, Braxton Tate. But still enough for another first down for the Huskies.
Yeah, I mean, this running back core, these 3 running backs for Hamilton, I mean, the senior Jacob Brown, the junior Skylar Cole, and the sophomore Devontae Roebuck, they're set for a couple of years now.
As Hamilton goes no huddle again, and Scully gives a pass complete to Roy Oliver III for a short gain, but still a positive gain for the Huskies.
I mean, yeah, this team for Hamilton is kind of built to run the ball. They've got very big offensive linemen, and they have 3 set of running backs that they can use. So you know that's the game plan coming in against them.
As Hamilton's no huddle again, Scully takes the snap, hands it off to the running back Brown. Brown avoids a tackle, but then gets tripped up at about the 19-yard line, but gets another first down for Hamilton.
I think for Hamilton right now, they're up a couple possessions here. Obviously, they're running the ball to try to run the clock, but every time they get a first down, it stops the clock. So we'll see how that comes into play here with around 10:24 left here in this game.
And once again, Hamilton in no huddle, play action, looking for Oliver, and just out of his hands, as Scully was going for Oliver the third on that play.
A little bit of a late flag here towards the line of scrimmage, but I mean that was a great throw there from Scully. The place only that Oliver could get to, but I mean that's a hard catch to make. That would have been pretty pro level if you make that catch full extension with a bullet coming at you, but wasn't able to make the catch. But still going to be, looks like it was a penalty against Hamilton here.
It was ineligible player downfield for Hamilton, and
so it'll still be first down for them. Going to get a little bit of a replay.
And we will have it. Hamilton will have the ball on Brophy's 23-yard line. In the shotgun once again with two receivers going from left to right in motion to shift. And Scully takes a snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown avoids, finds the lane, and then gets hit at about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, into the red. I mean, they're already in the red zone, but trying to just keep this clock running. If you're Hamilton, try to wind this clock down, and we'll see if they can find the end zone once again.
And it looks like Hamilton's slowing down a little bit, still going no huddle, but not snapping the ball as quickly. As they're in the shotgun with one receiver on the left, tight end going in motion left to right, and two receivers on the right, running back on the right, and Scully hands it off to running back, and he's brought down for maybe a yard, if that.
Yeah, there's a sophomore Roebuck getting the carry in the backfield here, and it's gonna be third and around 8, I would say, 3rd and 7. But if you're the Broncos here, you want to hold them to the field goal at most, a field goal. But obviously, you're going for a turnover. Try to turn the tides a little bit faster.
It'll be a 3rd and 7 for Hamilton on Brophy's 15-yard line, and Huskies still going no huddle, but not snapping as quickly as quarterback Scully's calling out the play, directing his offense.
Looks like Roy Oliver is going to have some one-on-one coverage here at the bottom of your screen, number 3.
Scully takes a snap, drops back, and looking for number 84, Billy Davis, but incomplete.
I mean, great possession there by Brophy. Bend but don't break, and it looks like Hamilton's going to send the field goal team on, make this one, get them up to 59 points. But a great possession. Bend don't break. Don't allow another touchdown if you're Brophy. Keep your team in this game.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we'll see what happens on this field goal attempt, but definitely for Brophy, don't take the 3 rather than the 6.
Well, I mean, we've seen everything tonight. We've seen a missed extra point, a blocked punt return, missing a blocked field goal, so we'll see.
And a bad snap, and the holder gets it, number 11. He's rolling out, looking for someone, and it's going to be intercepted. And we have a penalty on the play.
We'll see what that is, but
it looks like it's going to be going against the Huskies, but we'll have to wait and see.
And yeah, another little bit of a missed snap right there for Hamilton, the second time tonight. Just not ideal in a scenario like this, trying to close out the game. And it was a legal man downfield for the Huskies, so it is going to remain in possession of Brophy. I mean, best case scenario for Brophy, other than the time coming off the clock, you don't give up any points. Still a 4-possession game, but not over yet.
No, definitely. With 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, if Brophy can gather up and get quick scores, they're right back in this game.
We'll see if they can. I mean, when they start to get back in this game, they're going to have obviously get some turnovers, maybe some onside kicks, something like that. See if they take a page out of Hamilton's playbook with that onside kick, try to perfect that. We'll see if Braxton Tate, the kicker / linebacker, has that in his arsenal.
As Brophy comes out of the huddle with 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 running back on the right side. The quarterback, Vandenbosch, he takes the direct snap, and he's rolling. And looks like he maybe lost a 1 or back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Yeah, design run there inside their own 10, trying to make something happen, maybe catch the defense off guard, try to roll out right, but just great discipline from the Huskies. Sit down on that, tackle them for a loss.
It is a loss of 1 for the Broncos offense. It will now be a 2nd 11 on their own 8-yard line. As they break the huddle, 1 receiver on the right, 1 running back on the left side of the quarterback, Vanden Bosch, and 2 receivers on the left. Vanden Bosch takes a snap, hands it off to the running back, and the running back just avoids a tackle, another tackle, and gets it to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, number 26, Scout Kinkle getting some reps in at running back. I mean, after Harrison Chambers already broke that one off, Kinkle gets one of his own. Gets him out of their own territory, gets him out of their own home, I should say. Gets all the way up to the 33. Now they have some breathing room. Now they can comfortably drop back to pass without worrying about a safety.
As the Broncos come out of the huddle with in shotgun once again, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, running back on the right side of the quarterback, Vanden Bosch takes a snap, looking, pumps, and goes to rolling to the left, scrambling to the left to the about 38-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, he is fun to watch. Vanden Bosch is fun to watch. I mean, that was a designated screen. It actually looked like it was a fake screen into a little bit of a wheel route for Fitzgerald down the left sideline right there, but great defense from Hamilton had that covered, so Vanden Bosch had to improvise. It looked a little bit like Haynes King. We were talking about this before, the Georgia Tech quarterback. I mean, just able to use his legs just perfectly when he needs to, but still able to dump the ball off at any time too. So use the legs, gets positive yards out of basically nothing right there.
Definitely good comparison with Haynes King, because that's what I'm seeing a lot of tonight from Vanden Bosch. And Brophy breaks out of the huddle. Vanden Bosch takes the snap, looking right, throws it right. Oh, any surprise? It's once again Devin Fitzgerald, but he's able to escape maybe about 2, but he does have another reception to the stat line.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was just dragging number 13, Connor Strand, the free safety. Connor Strand just holding on, waiting for his boys to get there. Don't let him go anywhere, and he did a great job at that. But still some positive yards. I mean, Fitzgerald into double digits receptions for the night. So I mean, it was a game plan, get him the ball, and they're executing that pretty well, I would say.
Definitely. We talked about him coming into the game, and he has not disappointed at all. Definitely showing why he has that ability and that offer to Notre Dame.
Oh, exactly.
And Vanden Bosch takes the snap, rolling left, looking, steps up and completes it to number 89.
Yeah, there's the big tight end, Brady Powell, 6'4", 216 sophomore. Gets that catch. Looks like they gave him the first down. Looked like he might have been marked a little bit short, but they gave him the first down. And Brophy's got to move a little bit quicker here. 6:26 left here in this game. Down a couple possessions, and looks like there's going to be maybe an injury timeout here.
Looks like, yes, injured player on the field and be a timeout.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldie's, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldie's.
And we are back after that timeout, as it'll be first down 10 for the Broncos on their own 44-yard line. In the shotgun formation again, more receiver on the left, 3 on the right, and Vanden Bosch play action, has the ball himself, and is up the field to about the 35-yard line for a first down, and that running ability comes in play again.
And I mean, we spoke about it a little bit pregame. He averages almost 90 rushing yards a game, and he's like showcasing that again here tonight. I love the play calling from the Broncos. They know how to use his legs, and they know how to keep using his great arm. He's great middle of the field to the corners. He's great accuracy. So using that, and they know how to play with this. They match up against a tough Hamilton team here, but in the future, they're looking pretty bright.
As Brophy Vanden Bosch takes the snap, completes it to number 87, and he's out just short of the first down.
Yeah, 6:07 left here in the game. Gonna need a quick score, a couple onsides, but this is more working about on the offense. What else can you improve? What else is working? I mean, Hamilton's one of the best defenses in the state. This is something, I mean, you can't get these reps all the time. So working out all the kinks against a team like this is going to be great for them.
As Vandenbosch in the shotgun takes a snap, looking right, throws it up.
No way.
Oh, look, it was in the hands of Fitzgerald, but knocked out by number 9 of Hamilton.
Yeah, there's Casey Allen Jr. again. Casey Allen Jr., the free safety, is just playing amazing right now for Hamilton. Blocked kick, interception, and then just makes I don't think that was his zone. I think he came off of his zone and made a great play on the ball right there. It looks like he's trying to hype up his teammates to cover their zones, but, I mean, Fitzgerald open again over the middle of the field. The middle of the field has been the bread and butter so far for Brophy.
As the Broncos come out of the huddle in the shotgun, Vandenbosch trying to draw Hamilton's defense off sides, but the Huskies defense stays disciplined as Vandenbosch looks at the sideline for the play call, and he takes a snap, drops back, looking, and looks for number 26, but is incomplete.
Yeah, trying to set up the screen right there, just a little bit out of reach, but 4th and 6 in enemy territory. Obviously seems like you got to go for it here. And, I mean, this is obviously great reps as well. 4th and 6 is obviously something you don't always run into. So when it's a make or break in a situation where maybe the game is, if you get this, you win, and not all that. Like, this plays into more than just this game.
Definitely, as this is where Brophy is designing obviously a play to get the conversion, as Vandenbosch takes a snap and he play action and gets hit and loses the ball. Didn't matter anyway, as there's going to be a turnover on downs, but now it's a turnover and recovered by the Huskies defense.
You guys, can you guess who forced that fumble? Yeah, number 58, Derek LeBlanc Jr. That is his second of this game. Fourth forced fumble. That's a tongue twister. Say that 4 times fast. 4th forced fumble. There we go. So that's the 4th time he's done that this year. I mean, he's just so dynamic at the line of scrimmage. Puts a great hit on the quarterback and just forces the ball out. But like you said, it was 4th down anyways, so it didn't matter. Hamilton with 5:50 left in this game. We'll see if they try to run this clock out.
And Hamilton will take over on their own 32-yard line. And then the shotgun quarterback hands it off to running back 21, Skylar Cole, and he gets about a gain of 4.
Yeah, Cole coming out from lined up out wide there, actually, instead of his usual running back position, but still gets the ball on handoff. And yeah, clock running here. Hamilton seems content to just run this clock out.
Looks like Hamilton's going to slow it down a little bit, not like their usual no huddle. Looks like their offense is going to slow it down a little bit, let the clock run down, as we are approaching just under 5 minutes left in the game. And the Huskies in the shotgun. Scully takes a snap, hands it off to his running back. He's up the middle, and he's got another first down for number 20, Devontae Roebuck.
Yeah, I mean, Hamilton, for the 4th time in 4 games, has scored more than 50 points. They have one of the most dynamic, fun-to-watch offenses in the state right now, and they really put it on full display tonight. And the main reason for that is their running game. It's so hard to stop a running game where all the offensive linemen are in sync and matching up their blocks perfectly, because these running backs are getting through untouched, and they have been all season.
And Hamilton will be slowing it down a bit, letting the clock run, as we're under 5 minutes with 4:36 and counting going down left in this game. And Scully takes a snap, hands it off to the running back. Roebuck again. He avoids a tackle, breaks off, and is met by about 3 Brophy defenders for about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and Brophy, this is just kind of getting out all the kinks obviously on defense. Like what can work against a good run offense like this? So should we load the box, or should we pinch the line and stuff like that? They've been trying to mess around with that kind of stuff all game. Still haven't found the quite right combination, but this is still a good tester for them.
Yes, definitely, as we have timeout for an injury on the field. And we are back, ready to resume play with just under 4 minutes approaching. And Hamilton with the ball, second down and 4 on their own 49-yard line. And Scully throws the ball up to Roy Oliver, and he's breaking free, and he's in for a touchdown for the Huskies.
Yeah, his third receiving touchdown of the game. He matches Fitzgerald with 3. So 3 receiving touchdowns for Oliver and 3 for Fitzgerald, but Oliver does have that 1 return touchdown as well. Maybe he just wanted to beat Fitzgerald in touchdowns. We don't know, but a great play for a great player in Oliver.
Yes, definitely something that Hamilton wanted to attack, and it's working for him.
And I mean, that's a great play call from Hamilton right there. You're up by a good amount of points here. So your opponent is loading the box, trying to stop the run. So you have one-on-one with one of the best receivers in the state on the outside. And it's hard to cover that guy in any scenario, one-on-one especially. So he gets open. And a great pass from Scully to lay that right on him, right on the money in stride. And that's a touchdown every time.
And with the extra point being good, it's now Hamilton leads 63-33 with 3 minutes 52 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
And to be completely honest, this game does not feel like a 30-point difference, honestly, because the way Brophy's offense has been playing has been amazing. They've been able to score on key drives, they've converted key downs, and they've limited turnovers to 2. So
exactly, and 33 points, that's usually not too bad in a football game.
Yeah.
But I mean, when the opponent team is scoring 63 and they've been averaging at least 50 a game, that's something where, as the opposing offense, you're pretty much going to have to go every possession by possession, matching that offense.
Yeah, and that's going to be hard to do with any team, and especially a team like Hamilton with that defense, with one of the best quarterback rooms in the state. So Hamilton is definitely a team to watch out for going on throughout the season, but Brophy, it's got obviously one of the tougher schedules, but I mean, this team is built to win those tough games, and I'm excited to watch where they go for the rest of the season.
Oh, definitely. As the
Can't even got to talk. It's going to be a touchback, so.
We'll go into, yes. Even though this game may seem like it's a little bit one-sided, throughout the game did not feel like that.
Yeah, I mean, Brophy's defense did make stops when they needed to. They had an interception. They forced a couple punts. But the special teams, like we said in the first half, really did make the difference in that first half to even give Hamilton this big lead. A punt block and a punt return are things you don't always see. And, I mean, they also had their own miscues, Hamilton did. Both of them coming off of extra points. So, obviously, that's something they'll have to work out here in practice. But other than that, Hamilton just played a great game, and so did Brophy. But we'll see how much damage they can get back here with 3:52 left. I mean, still got the starters in, so there's still plenty of time to score some points.
As quarterback Vanden Bosch takes the snap and avoids a sack, throws it up in the air, and it's incomplete pass.
I mean, a great play by Vanden Bosch to break. I mean, he was wrapped around the leg right there, got out of it somehow, and then just gets that ball out. But keeps it at a second and 10 instead of a second and 15.
Yes, it was a good job by.
And they did throw a late flag on it. That was a very late flag. It looks like intentional grounding. Yes, I mean, the only reason I said that because I thought he was safe from it, but throws it right when they're lining up for the next play. But intentional grounding will bring them back a little bit, but it's okay.
And that will back up the Broncos.
Am I wrong, or was that a very late flag? I feel like they were already lining up for the next play and he threw it, but.
No, it definitely was late. As the Broncos come out of the huddle in the shotgun, 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Vanden Bosch hands the ball off to the running back, and he breaks a tackle up the field. It's good to be short of the first down, but positive gain for the Broncos.
Yeah, Scout Kinkle, number 26, has been taking some valuable and good reps here out of the backfield, sharing some time with number 6, Harrison Chambers. But, I mean, the Brophy offensive line has definitely been figuring it out here in the second half. In terms of the run game, they've had way more explosive runs in the second half compared to the first, so that's something definitely to build on into the next week.
Definitely. For the Broncos, even if the score may not be what it is right now, you want to keep that momentum for not only just the rest of this game, but for going into your next game.
It looks like the ball came out, and Hamilton got it.
turnover, fumble, turnover, Huskies ball.
Yeah, just a little bit of a mishandling there on the handoff right there. Ball falls on the ground, and number 87 for Hamilton just hops on that one. Nicholas Berry.
And with that turnover, Hamilton will have the ball in Brophy's territory, and it will be first down and 10 for the Huskies.
We'll see. We'll see how Hamilton plays. I mean, 3 minutes inside the red zone, that's kind of hard to just salt away that whole time. So we'll see if they do take a shot to the end zone. They have an open. Okay, there we go. Brophy's still lining up, but there was a receiver uncovered on the bottom. But it looks like Roy Oliver's not in the game for Hamilton, so giving him a little bit of a breather. Aiden Tang, the junior wide, lined up out on the bottom of your screen.
And is a timeout called by Hamilton. Their first of the half.
This is J.R. Lambright, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show, coming to you from the wilds of deep East Texas. Some of you may remember me from a few years back when I did a radio segment for the Varsity Sports Show called JR's Texas Tales. This season, however, we're going to talk about the phenomenon that's sometimes pursued with religious fervor called high school football in Texas. Stay tuned. We'll see each other around.
And we are back after that timeout by Hamilton with that turnover to be the Huskies ball, first down and 10 on Brophy's 22-yard line. And the quarterback Scully takes the snap and throws it intended for Roy Oliver to third, but it's broken up by the Brophy defense.
Yeah, Braxton Tate, the linebacker, making a great play there, covering Roy Oliver, just getting a hand in there, getting his mitts in there, breaking that one up. Kicker / linebacker, I should say, touchback king.
That's right. A very unique combination of two different positions. He's the Travis Hunter, but for kicker and defense. As the Huskies come back and quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to number 2, Jacob Brown. Brown gets it up for about gain of 8.
Yeah, I mean, right there, that just really exemplifies how good of a running game Hamilton has right there. I mean, Brophy had created so much pressure at the line of scrimmage. There was a bundle of people and just great ball carrier vision by Jacob Brown, just sitting behind his blocks and then bounces it outside to where nobody is. I mean, and gets positive yards for a great gain. I mean, that just shows a great talent there in Jacob Brown.
And Scully hands the ball off to Brown again. It looks like he is stopped, so it looks like it should be a fourth down for the Hamilton offense.
And that was great defense again from the Brophy D line. It looked actually like number 13, Julian Ferrari, the defensive back, came down from his safety position and made a great hit on the running back right there to force a stop. It's coming up a fourth and around 1. So this seems like Hamilton will go for it, try to get this, and just put away this game.
Yeah, it looks like the offense is staying on the field for the Huskies as it will be a 4th and 1 on Brophy's 13-yard line.
I mean, this play clock, they can take it all the way down to just over a minute 30. So we'll see how they play this.
And they do run it with Brown again. He's up the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, and is in for another touchdown for Hamilton.
Yeah, that's Jacob Brown's 3rd touchdown of the game right there. So a couple players with 3 touchdowns. Roy Oliver has 4, but multiple players here with multiple touchdowns for both teams. I mean, this has just been definition of a shootout. And with that, we do pass the 100-point mark.
Wow. We talked about offense coming in, but wow, 100 points. I don't know if we could have for sure thought that.
We did say this is better than Pac-12 after dark, I might say. Definitely after dark right here, but we're not in the Pac-12.
And the extra point's up
and
good.
Pac-12, though.
That extra point gives Hamilton 70 points on this game.
Kind of missed the Pac-12. Pac-12 after dark was fun to watch. I mean, there's always games like this where, I mean, it's just constant scoring. You see these standout players going crazy. So, I mean, Hopefully that turns into the Big 12 after dark or something like that.
Yeah, conference realignment has really changed college sports, especially football.
Yeah. I mean, all these players are going to be playing in college, especially for both sides. I mean, this is one of the most star-studded matchups in the state right here. I mean, plenty of media personnel on all the sidelines covering the game. I'm sure there'll be some YouTube videos coming out after this, but I mean, just a great matchup between two premier teams that have storied legacies in the state of Arizona for football.
Definitely, and even though the score may not indicate it, Brophy has played pretty well most of the night. Just a couple of times where the special teams came in to help Hamilton.
And I mean, yeah, we've said it before, but I mean, Hamilton's given up no more than 20 points all year. So your offense putting up 33 on a defense like this is just testament to how good your offense can actually really be. Because Brophy, we all know, is very explosive as well. They score 40 plus points almost every game. So this is just something that's something you can definitely take away from this game. Your offense still shines. 33 points is still amazing. It's against any defense, nonetheless, a team of caliber of Hamilton.
As we had, I don't know how many again, but another touchback. So Brophy will be having the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Kickers might have to ice their legs after this. They're doing a lot of kickoffs.
And Vanden Bosch takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, number 26, Scout Kinkle, and he's up for just shy of the 1st down.
And it doesn't look like Brophy's in too much of a rush here, obviously. And it looks like actually a new quarterback, number 16, Noah Stewart, is going to come in. The sophomore is going to come in for Brophy here. Get some final snaps in.
We do have a quarterback change for the Broncos, as mentioned. Number 16, Noah Stewart, comes in the game.
That's minute. It's all his.
Stewart takes the snap, hands it off to Kinkle again, and it looks like he's still going to be just short of the 1st down.
Let's see him air it out. Let's see Stewart. But obviously not much of a scouting report on Stewart, as Vanden Bosch has been the main guy to go on. But I'm sure Stewart has some legs of his own. I feel like that's the way Brophy plays. You got to have that mobile quarterback that can escape the pocket and, I mean, still lay dimes on people.
Definitely, as we are just approaching under 30 seconds remaining, clock running, and another handoff to Kinkle, and he's got the 1st down.
They'll stop the clock temporarily, 26.4 left, but with this play clock over the time of the game clock, we'll see if they try to run another play here, or if they're content with taking this one back on the bus.
And it looks like the Broncos offense is content with that and going hand to their sideline with just under 10 seconds. Clock going down. So it looks like this game is and 1-0, and that is the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about in these last winding down moments of it, but just a great game from both teams offensively, and just I don't even know how you can explain it. The Hamilton offense, just pure dominance, I guess you could say. Just on all facets, they're blocking, they're passing, they're catching, they're receiving. I just said that, but they're rushing. Like, it was fun to watch tonight for sure. But the Brophy offense was something that's something to hang your hat on. 33 points is good. It's very good. And Devin Fitzgerald, take a bow. Devin Fitzgerald, take a bow. 3 touchdowns. Most of them, all of them, yards after catch. Just a pure baller, pure playmaker for him. And Case Vanden Bosch, I'm excited to watch him play at Air Force these next coming years.
Yes, as per mentioned, even though the score may not indicate it, there's no reason why Brophy shouldn't still have their heads up high. And 33 points is not bad at all against, especially a team like Hamilton, who has been not really allowing that high score. So for the next game for Brophy, they just got to keep that momentum going on offense and just keep it going from there and just play a whole complete team game, and they should be just fine.
And this is a matchup I would not, if you told me in 2 or 3 months that this team is playing again in the playoffs, I would not be surprised at all. These are two very high caliber teams, and I hope they do meet again, because I will be there. I will be tuning in to watch that game, because Brophy, I know, will make the adjustments needed, and Hamilton will still be Hamilton. So that's going to be a fun matchup to watch, and both teams, I'm ready to watch them the rest of the season.
Definitely. And as for the Varsity Sports Show, thank you for watching tonight. I'm Ryan Gaylord.
I'm Antonio Gutierrez.
And have a great night.